Hello and welcome to session 38 of Out of the Abyss. Last time...
I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Huzzah!
Oh, I had that.
Last time we all were playing together.
Just, you know.
Yeah. We'll
Yes.
save that for like 2 sessions from now.
Okay.
Cue the puppy groans. Man,
'Cause
she
we
really
went
didn't
live.
like that. Yeah, so the last time we played, you guys had all found yourselves in the Narveen outpost, the Drow outpost, about 30 miles away from Neverlight Grove. You were all in the midst of a pretty intense bout of watching Yormik lie his ass off, hoping that it would
That's every day.
escort
Yeah,
you
it was a
all
good time.
through the
This is
outpost.
More productive than
But some slight missteps proved to, unfortunately, render the good lying that he did mostly null and void. And the Drow priestess had requested that, basically in exchange for the passage of the female Drow Yormik, that all of the slaves that she claimed to have, all of you guys, get left behind, which Yormik deemed unacceptable, and you all did battle. You guys killed all of the Drow in the outpost, as well as a pair of Dragloth demons that you learned, or were already, some of you learned, some of you are already aware, are basically the offspring of a Glabritsu demon and a Drow. After clearing out the place, you took a short rest, investigated the altar, found a magically locked chest containing a large quantity of diamond dust, found that there was magic in the altar, which you later investigated, and found that, fueled by blood, it possesses some sort of conjuration magic. And then you also examined the beacon in the hallway adjoining all the barracks, and found that it was emitting an aura of non-detection over the outpost. You guys then basically swept the whole premises, making sure that you were alone there, and found nothing. And then you all decided to sleep in the Drow's beds, because beds are better than not beds.
True. Yeah.
And so we pick back up after the conclusion of your long rest in the Drow outpost. You all awaken. We're feeling not bad. All things considered, not bad.
Great.
Can I take the diary that I read from last night and just keep it with me?
Oh, Zanaya's journal?
Yes.
Log? Yeah,
It's Naya Twain.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, just mark that in your inventory somewhere just so you don't forget about it.
I think we're just gonna keep it set. Like higher and higher
man.
ranked Drow until
What
we
happened?
just
Yeah,
charge
I
the
can
Drow.
exactly.
Stream disconnected.
Do you have where are the
That
pens at?
explains why I can't connect to the
The
stream.
pens. Zanaya's diary.
I think purple. That tasted purple.
I hate Lulu so much.
Dude, she's so
We know
good.
you do.
That tasted purple.
She is good.
No, just can't.
Too tall. Much too tall.
What?
She can turn you into a squirrel.
Or a cupcake or,
All right.
or a cat or any number
I
of
think
things
we're back.
depending on your skin.
Oh really?
All
Welcome
right.
back!
Hey!
Welcome back.
If you guys haven't heard of this game called League of Legends, it's definitely worth a shot.
It's
You
not
belong
bad.
in
It's a
the
long
museum.
shot. I don't know if,
I have
if
mindset.
it's
I don't
going to
know.
survive.
It's
It's
probably-
free to play. It seems unreasonable.
Apex
to do,
Legends
so.
might take it down.
They don't even have like pay-gated microtransactions, you know?
Mhm.
I know. I really don't feel like I can pay my way to the top.
Yeah.
And trust me, I've tried.
But the sense of accomplishment that you have when spending your money is unparalleled.
It's so true.
Was
I don't know about that.
To add intimidation.
Oh
All right. So, Yormik, yes, you stow Zanaya's log in your belongings. And the rest of you, what's the plan?
Yormik, I have to say, I won't do this often, so you should probably really
I'm
listen.
gonna take out the diary and grab a pen.
You should probably really listen, but that was...
Look, he's writing stuff down now, guys.
I want to get this. I want to get it word for word. What are you saying?
That was actually quite impressive,
That's-
what you did yesterday. The deception was extremely functional when it's not with people who always know you're lying.
It's
I'm surprised. And I have to say, I'm giving you credit. This is not going to happen often.
well, I mean, it might now. Now that I know like where it works and where it doesn't. Like I haven't had friends for this long, ever, to be honest. So like I'm used to being able to just lie and then be like, oh, bye, and then come back. So I appreciate it. It's you guys got to see me in my element a bit more.
It was good. I saw you in a new light, and there are things that are redeeming about you, I have to say.
Like, well-
Aside from fireballs.
Those are more redemptive typically, but I have a feeling I could infiltrate like the top Drow house with this like I remember very specifically what the woman, the pregnant lady, looked like. I'm gonna use the cloak of disguise to turn into the the pregnant woman.
Yeah,
And
looks pretty damn close.
so I think this should probably get me to whatever the Drow president or king is.
The Drow president.
What's her name?
There's a Drow president now.
Her name
I think it would be a
is
queen.
Siner or Milarn or Naveen or Zanai. I'm sure it's in this book somewhere.
Sinir
I have- let me-
Agrakdir.
Sneer,
Sneer?
Agraktir.
That's a
Agraktir.
facial expression.
That's no,
Ag-
that's also her name.
Sinair Agrakdir.
Agraktir.
The book says to you.
It's a howler.
Dear.
Yormik Brewmetal.
So I have a feeling we're going to be fine no matter what. I'm not going to wear. Well, now I can wear the medallion because now nobody knows, and as far as they know, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure no one else would recognize that
No
medallion.
one. I'm surprised that I'm not even convinced that they did. I think they just got a little weirded out.
Oh, okay. let's slow down, Yormik. I was giving you praise. Let's just pump the brakes.
It's
I
as
can-
if,
I can
it's as
live
if
with that.
everything you do is determined by completely random,
Random.
say, roll of the dice, and maybe that one particular moment just...
I feel like I have
came up
like
once.
a 35% better chance being persuasive or deceptive than most other things. Specifically, it's just a hunch.
You don't.
Times 5. Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we go that way, and I'm just gonna point at whatever direction I think is out.
So there's the two routes out, but I'm assuming you probably mean the one that had the
bridge.
webbing connecting the chasm.
There was
crossing the chasm.
one, and there's one that doesn't have the webbing that leads to another chasm, right?
Yeah, both of the exits on the eastern side. That I guess it doesn't hurt to show you this at this point. But basically, like there's the northeast exit and then the east exit.
I came from the south of that. You sure?
No, you came in from the west.
Okay.
Before I get into another confrontation with the Drow, which slave city is the closest to this one? Because I said something that you guys told me about, and that was real far away.
Velkenveld?
Yeah.
Yes, that is extremely far away. We're gonna go with what's the name of this place again? Something.
Zenaya.
Nope, that's.
Did we not
nope.
figure out the
Nope.
name of the outpost?
We did.
Narveen.
Narveen outpost. You're gonna say you're bringing it to Narveen outpost.
But we're walking away from
Except for
it.
going
Yes.
the wrong way?
Thank you, Vera.
What
Finally.
other suggestions do you have? That's closer than Velkenveld.
I'll
Avoid
consult
the
the
Drow.
book. There's probably another one somewhere.
All right.
Right, I guess we're going to continue with the lost thing, yes?
Well, you're never truly lost until you admit that you're lost. So as long as we
I feel like you said that yesterday too.
Yeah, and we were fine. We found this place, didn't we?
So just to
That was the best night's sleep any of us have had since we left Crackle Stew.
That's
I'm not sure
fair.
we ever know enough of where we're going to not be lost.
That's right. We're in the Underdark. How much more specific do you want to get?
It's you're only lost if you actually say it.
Right. I've never been lost.
See, we are perfectly. We know exactly where we're going.
You go. Where's the glowing orb of?
I mean, he's got a point. You remember when he took us to the obelisk lair?
Yeah, it was 100% correct.
Left, right, left. Hey, we're here.
Except
The last
he
one.
almost did, and then we told him he was wrong when he was.
That's what friends are for.
So realistically, maybe we were the right ones all along, and Yormik just happened to guess right for most of them.
It's possible.
Team effort.
Jim Jar, where is your home city in relation to this very well-known Drow outpost that I'm sure you use to get around places often?
It's to the northeast.
Okay. Do we have a way to figure that out? Yes, we do. Can I borrow the orb?
You just forget everything that's happened up to this point.
Yeah, it's been a week.
I'll check the orb and point to the northeast.
Yeah, I mean the one exit leads out to the northeast.
Oh, let's just use that one.
Seems like a good one.
There's a sign that says Menzo Barons out this way.
Does it have a mile count?
It's impossible.
Is there any arrows
That's
pointing up?
disappointing.
Nope.
No.
A little staircase symbol, maybe. Are
Did
there
they
any?
go
Are
up
there any
and down?
warm spots on the wall that feel like an arrow up?
Vera,
Make a
before,
perception check.
is there any chance that we could like open the gate that was in the other room just like for fun? Do you know how to do that spell or no?
You speak of the autumn?
Yeah.
I don't. You have a strange definition of fun. We could try to open it, but it seems like the necessary ingredient is blood.
20.
You do not find any warm spots that feel like arrows on
I
the
forgot
wall.
what you were rolling for and I got really excited.
Well, it depends, Yormik. Do you want to either potentially bring something from the abyss, go to the abyss, or go to a dimension where something from the abyss is waiting?
Well, could we change where it goes and maybe just like
I think the spell, whatever it is already set in stone. See what I did there?
Yes,
the pre-cataclysm stone?
Marvelous.
That's fair. It was worth a shot. Guess we're walking. Do we check on our lizards yet or no?
Oh, we definitely
The
brought them.
lizards!
Yeah,
We completely
we-
forgot
We,
about
we brought him in, yeah. If not, I have a horse and you don't, so.
Do we want to check out the other tunnel and maybe does that lead somewhere else? The lizards can like walk on the wall and take us over there.
Oh, to the place with the bridge?
So there's not really a wall that crosses that chasm either that you can see.
Hence that it's a
Chasm.
chasm.
That is very good.
It's like the wall that crosses the Grand Canyon,
Well, there's
you
a
know.
ceiling occasionally. The Grand Canyon has a sky. It's different. Fair point. We'll walk across the web,
Oh, wait, so we're saying there's two options. Either there's a ceiling
or there's sky.
or we to the surface.
Right.
Right.
I like either one of those.
Win-win, really.
Let's just go see how high it is.
Oh.
You guys go up for 2 miles and then you find the little bloop.
Well, now we know how to get
By the
back
way, you
down.
could have just jumped it. No, I'm just kidding.
It was 5 feet wide.
It wasn't really that wide, guys. I don't know what you want.
Alright.
All right, northeast.
Okay.
Do we pass any doors, like those big doors, on the way out?
So on the opposite side of the web, they cross the chasm for the northeast exit. You get to a little landing and a short flight of stairs and a few more heavier doors.
Okay.
All right.
I can cast. I can cast this arcane lock spell on the way out, and so if anyone tries to follow us, they will have a more difficult time for about 8 hours or so.
Who would be? Yeah. Well, yeah. No, there are people trying to follow you guys. It's
Yes,
fine.
yep, there are. Absolutely. Should probably lock the doors.
That seems reasonable.
And hope they don't have.
Oh no, last kill dispelled. Haha!
Perfect.
A plus.
Yeah, so that would really mess someone's day up if they don't have a good lockpicker or someone who to spell it.
Oof.
Yeah, the duration
That is
until the
very
spell. That's pretty mean.
Alright.
Somebody's running for their life from some demons, and they come to this locked door.
let me no.
It's their problem.
Not my problem.
Yep. See that? Whichever door looks the sturdiest, I will cast that out.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's probably pretty close to a tie between the northeast exit and then the doors that you guys came in. I mean they're pretty similar, and then the other in front of the other chasm as well.
Okay. I'm only doing it on like on the way we're leaving.
Okay.
But I will allow anyone with us, including the lizards, to pass through.
Could really mess with them and dispel the aura of non-detection.
Well, maybe this is a good place to come back to and use as our home base, as they say.
Well, run back and lock the other doors too.
Well, come back, maybe. Wait, want me to do that now?
Maybe.
He really wants me to, but
But not a terrible idea.
I would lose quite a bit of my oomph today.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, we used your oomph yesterday. There's no way we have to use it again today.
Well, if we come,
Because that's how it works.
That's just spell.
if we come back, then I will do it. But so then I'd rather just play.
You hear a knock at the door.
I am the one who knocks.
So, onward to the OK city of.
Bless you.
Bless you.
What's the city again?
Gesundheit.
Blingdenstone.
Blingdenstone.
Gesundheit.
The city of that could be it though. I mean, Zwerfnebelin is the race. So.
Gesundheit.
The Zwerfnebelin city of
Gnomish.
Gesundheit.
Oh, yes, indeed, definitely.
Speak Gnomish.
Jawohl.
Gesundheit is German. And it's a
know.
German accent, so.
Alrighty then.
Jawohl.
Fraulein.
So, you guys,
You grabbed them.
Galapagos included, with your lizards and all your mounts and friends, gather up all your belongings and head out the northeast door. Vera, you cast Arcane Lock on that door behind you as you guys go. Okay. So, only like 30 feet in front of this door, the tunnel that continues past it splits into a fork. But pretty easy to see that like 30, 40 feet down the left fork is just a collapsed tunnel. There's just no...
I think we go that way.
I was about to say the same thing.
Did you point sarcastically to the rock interest, or did you point towards the open one?
The collapse.
I'm pretty sure Nero and I could probably move the rocks. Maybe not.
How many
guarantee
rocks
you guys
are
could
there?
move the rocks, but
How
I
many
don't know if that would like accomplish anything.
You'll never know until you try.
In the Underdark, rocks move you.
I believe that. Which way does the stone say?
Which way are they pointing?
What do you mean?
The two tunnels.
One pretty close to due north is the collapsed one, and then the other one pretty close to due east.
Son of
You just go east.
Just
Okay.
yeah.
So you guys head out. It's a pretty inconsistently sized tunnel. The narrowest portions get down to like 10 or so feet wide, when other times it's more like 20 to 30 feet wide as you travel along. And you travel a pretty uneventful couple miles away from the outpost when the texture of the tunnel, and what you quickly realize are tunnels, sort of begins to change. The plain stone that you've been passing through starts to be dotted by some smaller, like, offshoot tunnels connecting like your main larger tunnel to some other similarly sized tunnels. Basically, there's just a bunch of like small passages between them, sort of like weaving and connecting them, almost like a, I don't know, strange underground like honeycomb or like an ant farm kind of thing. But as you continue making your way through the tunnels, following your intended heading as much as possible, something just begins pulling at the back of your mind. It starts off very subtle at first, but something just feels off.
Do you guys feel that?
Feel who?
Anybody else have some sort of twinge?
Bryn keeps touching my head.
I used divine sense preemptively for once.
Okay. What's wrong with the radius or range? Is
60 feet.
60 feet?
Yee.
Yeet. There's nothing in the immediate vicinity in that 60-foot range that sets off any of your alarms.
Gotcha.
Jim Jar's just like, I don't feel anything. It's probably nothing. I don't know. What are you guys talking about?
As Nero starts
Insight check.
suspicious, I'll start playing a counter charm.
Okay.
Counter charm?
Yeah,
That's an
Sounds
11.
baller.
it's not.
On Jim Jar, if he was lying about feeling something or not.
You don't think he was lying?
Okay.
Doesn't seem like he noticed anything.
Okay.
Do I have any? Or maybe any of us. Do any of us have any idea what might cause something like this?
It's demons, Jim.
We saw
Like what?
Have I ever heard of this happening to people before? Are there creatures that can do this kind of thing? Should I be worried?
we just saw a guy get his head split open by a plant.
Well, yeah. So are we infected with it?
Probably. We were there. It's at least an option.
Do we feel compelled to sing wedding songs?
Yes. No. You do not. Strike fear
Love
to their
that.
hearts for all of a second.
You know, you said that you have this feeling too. Yes.
I do.
Did you? You said you also. Did you get rid of this poison from yesterday? When we were fighting and you went unconscious and something.
Right.
Can you also do this with something else, like disease?
I believe I can. Yeah, I definitely can.
If you should you maybe try it on yourself and see if that gets rid of your nagging sensation. In case, if it, I don't know what it might be, but it's just a thought.
It's nice to have something to focus on for once.
Maybe. I'll give it a try. I'll put my hand on myself, dump 5 points of lay on. Yeah, no, it's locked.
Usually over
Dump 5 points of lay on hands into myself to try and cure a disease affecting me.
So I mean, I'll just tell you because you're immune to diseases.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot about that. It literally says immunity diseases.
All right. Well, if you're expecting you, then we know it's not a disease.
Well, I can't get diseases. Vera.
Global, do you
Yes.
feel any
Thanks,
strangeness?
Kevin.
You're welcome. I don't know. What kind of strangeness do you mean?
What is a mind?
No.
It's kind of like
Also.
if. Imagine like you had a head and somebody was like pulling on the back of it a little bit.
I think I'm gonna give up a shield of fate.
Get stuck at that
Protection
part.
from good and evil.
I don't know. I'm having a hard time picturing it.
That's very fair. Is Jim Jar wearing a hat of any kind? Or a helmet?
I mean, he has his Puafwi on, but nothing
Give it a
out of the ordinary.
I can't be strong.
Probably
What
fine.
else is this?
But it feels mental, right? Not
It
physical.
seems pretty freaking good.
Yeah, physically you feel fine. It's almost like the sensation where it just sort of like makes the hairs on the back of your neck kind of stand up.
Spidey senses.
I will cast See Invisibility.
This makes me more likely to get hit.
Okay.
Plus 2 AC.
Yeah, your vision lights up, and nothing unexpected.
I'm gonna see something
Shows
invisible
itself.
someday. It's gonna happen.
Eventually.
Eventually.
That was on that. I don't know that.
You cast your spell, and there's an army surrounding you.
Whoops.
I found it.
I turn it off. I can't see them. They're not there.
Well, we've killed like 1,000 things so far, so whatever it is, it's probably gonna be okay.
You say this, but I have doubts.
I mean, we could go back to the demon tunnels.
Let's just keep walking for now and see if it gets stronger as we move forward.
What else can we do?
Sit here and wait to die.
We could do that.
I won't. Sounds unnecessary.
Okay. So, you continue walking. Are you guys gonna? Would you like to do like a group stealth check to move stealthily, or
Yeah.
just
Wait,
sort of
is there any-
continue at full
Are we just
speed?
in a tunnel?
Or
Actually, yeah, I do. So, do the tunnels? I'll ask Yormik. Do the tunnels look man-made or?
Allow me to commune with the stone. I'm gonna put my hands on the ground.
All right. We know you can't talk with the stone.
I'm gonna make it. Can I make a stone check to see if these are man-made tunnels or not?
Stone check.
Or these are natural.
yeah, that'd be either a nature or a survival check, I think.
Okay. I am
What if
terrible.
he
at
checks
both
the
of
history
those.
of the
How
stone?
old are these rocks?
And have they been affected?
That's a solid 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
There's no obvious indicators of them being man-made or humanoid-made or whatever.
These are, yeah.
It's also, I mean, so there are a lot of burrowing creatures in the Underdark. I mean, the infamous purple worm that everyone knows about. Not all of these tunnels are that. There's like a lot of creatures that could have done it, but that wouldn't necessarily make it man-made.
Sure.
Well, if you know,
Yeah, you're right, Theo.
if you know there are creatures that can make tunnels like these, it makes sense to be able to try to sneak through this area.
These were made by the original Duragar as they were carving their way to Gracklstug. But they tend to be.
They got lost in Belkinville, which is
Yeah.
clearly like 20 feet away, right?
on the way. Perhaps there are some nasties that can do this. We should be careful.
Alright, then I guess we should try. Be quiet.
Quiet time.
Okay,
I'm ready to do this.
let's do a group stealth check, please.
It's okay.
I got a 3 plus 1, 4.
Jim Jar, nat 20.
Thanks, Jim Jar.
Eldith, nat 20.
Thanks, Eldith.
Galabagul.
Glavacool got a 16.
Global, nat 20s.
Although with his...
Minus whatever.
It's like
Yeah.
14.
Although the fact that he's like
Or
nearly
it's
like see-through and just slides
He
along
should
the
get- he
ground,
should
he's
really
just
get-
gonna stay flat.
I was gonna say he should, like, character-wise, get a bonus to stealth at some level. Like,
at some point.
I also got a 16.
I got an
Okay.
18.
18?
13.
13?
3.
I got 4.
All right. Fortunately, Jim Jar and Eldith just put you on their shoulders and then quietly carry you.
Just like, alright, Nero, all that noise you're making, stop that.
Right.
You're like,
hey,
oh,
hey,
okay.
you.
Oh!
Shut up.
Didn't think of that.
Oh, rude.
But all right,
So
yeah,
hasty.
not bad. So you continue on stealthily, traveling for a few hundred yards more, and the sensation that you have sort of It's almost like you're being watched.
Or being made into a timepiece.
Then
How long have we been walking for?
Maybe a couple hours at this point. You're a few miles away
Okay.
from the outpost at this point.
That's fine. Like since I cast see invisibility, it's been a few hours.
No, not quite so long for that. It's an hour long.
Yeah.
You still have it up.
Okay.
You haven't seen anything invisible or otherwise that isn't you guys this time.
if they're being watched, can we try and look in the tunnels to see if we can spot anything staring back at us in the dark?
Sure. Make a perception check, Vera.
Get it.
Is that 4?
Mm-hmm.
9.
9. Nothing catches your eye in your tunnel or
Can I
several of the adjoining tunnels that you pass by.
look to see if anything has been moving recently around here?
Sure. Yeah. Make a survival check. Just
So I'm gonna use
looking for tracks, basically.
14.
14. There are no obvious humanoid tracks of any kind in this tunnel with you guys.
What about like is there something like burrowing recently? Maybe like dust around the entrance and exits of the tunnels.
Nothing that isn't relatively uniform with the rest of the ground in this cave tunnel area. There's no like, oh look, here's this trail of sawdust of a recently sort of ground up tunnel. There's nothing like that. Veer, can you go ahead and make a roll a d20 for me, please?
10.
There are 10 worms.
Okay.
And they all spit fireballs. I didn't want to run this campaign anymore, guys.
I'm over it.
Screw you guys and your puns.
The Demogorgon is also there.
Okay. Anything else?
How quiet are we? Are we being relatively quiet, I assume?
I feel like you're being pretty quiet.
Okay. Okay. But I don't like this.
I could like pick up a rock and throw it somewhere else to see if anything comes
I
out.
feel like that's always your idea.
That's not a bad one.
I could do something too. But I don't know if making noise is in our best interest.
But then we could get the drop on them.
I think if something is indeed around here, they already have the drop on us.
Nah, it seems unlikely.
How tall is this ceiling? Is it relatively a round tunnel, or does it go up higher than?
So so you're in one of the larger tunnel passages currently. It goes about 40 feet up.
Okay.
At the highest
but we
points?
can like kind of see the top.
Yeah,
There's
you can
that,
see the
like-
top here.
Cool.
And yeah, so and then there's just like offshoot tunnels that dot it every, I don't know, sort of kind of random intervals. Sometimes there's a couple closer together. Sometimes it's like 100 feet of tunnel without any of them. Sometimes there's several sort of in the same vicinity.
We could crawl on the ceiling. They're probably not looking for us up there.
Oh, you were.
It's through, like, if you were looking for a group of us, would you look on the ground or the ceiling?
How high is the ceiling again?
40 feet.
40 feet.
You do realize that. You know what? No. Never mind. Forget it.
Do not engage, Nero. Do not engage.
Let's just keep going and be very ready for anything to come out at us.
Always ready.
Yes, I think that's the best thing we can do.
I'll take point.
You weren't already?
You say as you
Well,
look
he
at
was-
the tip of your
But he was leading
Yeah, I'm
I'll
always.
take-
in general because Yormik has this
I know where we're going.
the need to be leading.
I'm in the front.
Why do you think in every combat Yormik gets blasted at the beginning because he's standing at the front.
Yormik leading the charge.
I ain't afraid of you.
I'm
I'm the best one here.
That's your
Let's go that
opinion?
I'm on my horse, by the way.
I'm also on his.
You probably could be. It's a freaking gigantic horse, right?
It's a big horse.
Big un.
All right, continue with the forward march.
All right.
All right.
So you guys continue forward. Still, just can't shake that strange sensation. You
I just, without saying or doing anything, I just start like, I don't know how one would do this, except for just like projecting my thoughts of just murderous intent of anything that comes to mess with us.
You don't always
Like,
do that?
I think I probably do, but in this case, I'm especially focusing on just like projecting my thoughts of like,
Is he trying to
I will.
roll intimidation against the air?
If something is in my mind,
No,
I am looking
it's against
to
the mind
let it
flayers,
know
so-
that I am
No, that's
threatening
not
them.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't even do that.
Yeah.
okay.
Just Oath of Vengeance, the first thing that comes within range.
Vow of enmity.
Vow of enmity. It's a mushroom.
I'm sorry, Clavicle.
It's just him the whole
Hey
time.
guys, what are you doing?
Vow of enmity. Yormik's like actual dad turns around. And goes, I thought you were dead.
What else
He
is
is
new?
now. It's like, oh, that's the second time I've seen it.
He's already dead. It's not him.
It's already dead.
All right.
I'm dying. I'm dead.
So you continue further through the tunnels.
Yes.
After a while,
Hi-ho.
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 it's through the tunnels you go.
We're definitely not being attacked by anything.
That's fine.
Said you should have used your locks behind the other door too. All resources. Not good.
After a little while longer, Vera, you would be the first to notice this.
Great.
Above Yormik.
Yes. Yormik and his straight 10s on passive everything.
Seems, yeah, that's fair.
I'm decent.
You begin to notice a distant, like, intermittent thudding. Originally, it only registered to you as, like, the white noise of your thoughts and the relative extreme quiet of the tunnels. But after hearing it, it starts to stand out a little bit. This is not just imagined noise. This is an actual thudding from some direction.
Is it like it's coming from like us or behind us?
Make a perception check.
Everywhere at the same time, guys. I'll take it.
Coming
20.
outside the house.
20. It does sound like it's coming from multiple directions, but the reverberations of the tunnel also make it a little harder to tell.
Hey, guys. I'm picking up some sort of.
But you also notice that as soon as you focus on it, it stops.
Never mind. Let's go. Wait. Let's go. What?
Does it come back when she doesn't?
When she doesn't what?
Think about it anymore. When I stop paying attention to it.
Yeah, if you're at first like, oh, I hear that, and then just like nothing, but then just sort of like, all right, I guess I imagined it, and keep going. It does start again, very intermittently.
All right.
It's like a cartoon that something's walking there.
All right.
Grassy knoll.
I thought that was crazy, but I'm hearing some sort of noise. But whenever I stop to listen to it, it stops.
Are you sure you're actually hearing?
No, I'm not. But it's been going on for like a few minutes now, and I am getting a little paranoid.
I try to see if I notice this noise, which I probably won't because I'm focusing.
If we, yeah, right.
So when you focus on it and try and listen for the thuds, you don't hear them, but you do sort of notice the absence of that from, I guess, the absence of it from like the white noise of just being underground.
I don't particularly know what you're talking about, but I can. It does seem like something is off in terms of the sound here. I can't put a finger on it.
That's
You guys should marching order yourselves if you don't mind.
Definitely point horse.
Yormik in front.
I'm right behind. I'm like an inch behind Nero's.
He's on the horse's ass.
lizard.
It's
You
a
best
horse,
believe
it's
it.
not a lizard. Vera's riding my lizard.
Whoa.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Does this seem okay?
Who's that?
Yeah, this is fine.
Are we missing
Who's
one?
that?
Globagool.
Yeah,
Oh.
Zatuo.
Gabagool.
Kevin.
Zabagool.
Who's that big?
Oh my god, Glava Blue.
I'm also a big,
Global Glow.
Oh, that's big.
That's way better.
big Yor.
Wow, our party's
Eeyore?
really small now.
Yeah, everybody keeps dying or leaving us.
As if insane this.
There's only 6 of us.
We're fine.
I'm sensing a motif. That's fine.
We're gonna maybe lose someone. It's fine,
We're
guys.
so close to the surface.
Hey
Like
man,
it's,
I
you
was
can
dying
almost
before
see
it
it.
was cool.
All right.
That's true.
That
Well,
is- that
actually,
is true.
Tyr was.
Yeah.
Actually, Shushar was. And then Tyr was.
No,
Shushar.
Tyr was before Shushar.
And then
Shushar
that
died after
nameless
Tyr.
prisoner in the prison with you guys.
Now that's true.
And Ront.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and the other nameless prisoner that we know his name.
Named character who died.
Okay.
We should really have a party death count going.
That'd be great.
Can make that a thing.
I like it.
Yeah, put it up on the screen so it like fades in every so often.
Make
Characters-
it an animation. Somebody
characters
died.
killed.
Boop.
Characters
Fireworks
who
go
have
off.
died under our watch. Have a scrolling list.
Nameless prisoner.
It will expand.
Rumpadump, who cares?
Tier. Rub-a-dub. Lol.
Make it a continuous gift that just
Yeah.
loops.
We're at the very bottom. Okay?
Oh god. Okay.
Why the question mark?
So,
It's not good.
mysterious
Encroaching on
thudding
my
in the
space.
tunnels.
Extreme.
I'm going to just try my best to concentrate on it in the futile hope that by concentrating on it, it goes away.
Or is it angled?
Okay.
Huh?
I said, or
Make
is
a
it
concentration
angled that
check.
way?
Oh, okay. That's a very appropriate
And you-
10.
10.
I just said my
That's all,
call, right?
that's all it takes.
So, you all start walking again. And you walk for another 10 minutes before you start to hear the thudding again. This time, it is unabated by your focus. Also, thanks, soundtrack.
Yeah.
The this is hilarious. The thudding speeds up and gets louder until it's not this distant background noise anymore.
I got this guy. Don't worry.
It speeds up and it keeps getting louder, and until the point where it sounds like it's coming from all around you, and it hits the point where the only thing you imagine this could be is the footfalls of large creatures just bounding towards you. So, make a perception check.
Everyone?
Yes.
Everybody percent.
Damn.
5. 7.
15.
15 as well.
Hey.
Hey, we're smart. There we go.
Perception
No,
buddies.
5.
Yeah.
Definitely 5.
Okay.
We're very perceptive of the loud sounds.
The
around us.
proximity of these footfalls, it's a matter of seconds at this point before whatever is running is going to get to you.
Can we get in a tunnel?
Yeah, get to a
like
side
one of
tunnel.
these side tunnels.
Yeah, you can do that. So basically, you have one whole round to react before these creatures are going to arrive.
Bring making image.
Okay, yeah. Let's get into a tunnel, and I'll conjure an illusion.
I'm gonna
to seal in
also
front of us.
take the deck of illusion. No.
Nope,
You got
nope,
this.
We're gonna try to hide.
Nope, that's
we're gonna
fine.
try to hide and not make a bunch of stuff.
I could like bone. Yeah. Nope. That's fine. Sure.
I don't want to know
Hiding.
the bone.
Okay, so you guys all bolt and dash into one of the
I click my boots. as-
narrower connecting tunnels between the larger tunnel. And I'm going to go ahead and draw a map real quick.
We don't need extracting into
Hidden
combat.
pre-draw map.
And
Oh
we'll
my
be
god.
right back.
Oh my gosh.
just fat?
No, look at those arms. Those are.
Alright, let me-
You think that something that big doesn't walk around with muscle?
I'm positive.
Takes a lot
Okay.
of muscle to carry fat, man.
That's true.
So, you all dash. You, on your lizard backs, you all dash into the nearest small tunnel. Globagul, already moving at top speed just to walk normal pace with you guys, doesn't quite get there in time. But you get into the tunnel.
Oh no.
Bryn?
Globagul.
You
Come
major
on.
image behind you, or
Yeah, so I guess I was hoping to minor image, but if it's this big, I'll major image up the wall.
okay. You
Which-
catch major image,
Which side?
and magically in front of you all, you see the
Well,
stone.
when we run in, this is all I see.
The stone wall appear to just become complete all of a sudden.
We ditch Glob Daddy.
Guys.
Globagul, it's an illusion. Keep coming.
Oh, okay.
That seems like a very poor use of resources.
No, this is that's what they were made for. These are walls.
You could
So-
use dash lines.
Blasting in at top speed come these wonderful giants.
He's not
no,
there.
not Globagul,
Oh.
the giants.
My bad. Is Globagul not in there with us?
No, that's why we had that whole exchange of it's a fake wall.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And basically, each of these three giants is going to sort of do a bit of a. Oh god, camera troubles today. Struggle bus real hard. They're pretty much gonna pincer on your location. The one closest to me down here is going to basically bump into Globagul
Take damage.
on his way to trying to follow you through where that tunnel just was. The other one also dashes down. It is a dash of 80 feet.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16.
I was like,
I was
that
like,
can't be right.
wait a minute. Wait a second.
I did the math in my head too, and then I just stopped at 15. I don't know why.
Okay. And the last guy doesn't get quite so far because I didn't draw as much of that
Oh,
farther
so he
tunnel.
would be that far back.
He
well.
would be a bit further back, but basically he gets to near the mouth of that, but not quite around the corner yet.
Right here.
So yeah, you would very readily hear the crashing of his running footsteps, but you wouldn't see him yet.
We would be able to
Okay.
see it after I mean, you guys would know that I'm casting it as an illusion.
Sure.
Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, look at that. That's a number.
Yes.
Look at us.
Look at us rolling
Starting the
numbers.
night off well.
17 for Nero.
Okay, anyone over 20?
21.
All right.
Finally go before
Over
Nero
15,
for once.
17.
Really?
20.
18. You got a 20?
Well, you rolled 19, but now he's at 20.
Man, you got a 17 and you're going last of the four of you guys.
Aha.
I
How
feel
shitty
kind
does
of
that
good
feel?
about that.
Jim Jar and
because
Eldith, I mean-
all of my casters go before I run at people.
Yep. I can give you inspiration before you dash in.
Who knows? We could have a twin cast of haste.
We were gonna on myself and you.
Whoa.
If I cast haste on myself on my second attack, can I use a cantrip?
I think so.
I don't know.
That seems reasonable, right?
I think it's a
think
standard
so.
action. So probably.
If you what?
If I cast haste on myself, would I be able to use the second action to cast like another spell?
Can't.
Come here.
No, it's only for a single attack action. It's not an extra action.
I thought it's
full
an extra
action.
standard action.
Nope.
No.
I feel like we have this conversation every week.
Nah.
Read it.
Oh, I have something that could be helpful.
Good.
Look at that. We found that.
Hey.
Hey.
All right.
I have that.
Oh,
A
actually,
wand
that's
of
what I got to get.
spider webs.
Yes. Thank you, Stefan.
Because I'm also thinking of using the spell.
So, the giants charge towards you and end their initial round thusly. That brings us to the top of the initiative order. Bryn, you are first.
Bryn sanity.
All right.
It's Brenner time.
Round
Bryn
one.
it to win it.
Bryn. You know.
It was a near miss.
Figure out if I have anything real good here. Might not have anything super great. I think I'm just going to cast Distant Whispers on this one.
Can you see through your own illusion?
I believe so. Right, like if once I know it's an illusion, it becomes like a vague shimmer.
You just love making that noise over there.
Yeah.
The two corners.
Anybody who knows it's an illusion can see through
Yeah.
it.
Actually, upon better remembering of this spell, I'm going to cast it on this one.
Dissonant Whispers?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm also going to tell Globical not to move through the wall.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so I need to roll a saving throw. That's a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, sir.
That is a 10 is not gonna do it.
10 is not going to do
Oh,
it.
for Distant Whispers. Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was thinking to see through the spell. Okay.
So he's going to take 10 psychic damage.
Nice.
He's going to run the opposite direction.
Let's go here.
How many feet?
40, right? 'Cause it's
You have to do this full movement.
Yep, full
40
movement.
feet.
40 feet.
Ba 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 ba.
He just
ba.
nopes right on out of there. I'm gonna give the classic burn special of give some Nero inspiration.
Well, give it to me. I'll use it for combat.
Go get him, buddy.
Yes.
I feel pretty inspired.
Sorry, how much damage was it?
10.
10.
10 points of
And
damage.
then I'm just
Time
gonna
to bring the
move
pain.
on.
You didn't like my bring, but Bryn's okay.
It sounds almost exactly the same.
He'll be casting.
Ring,
haste,
ring,
right?
and-
Bryn,
Yeah,
Bryn,
really,
Bryn,
really.
banana foam.
I'm gonna move.
Banana.
I'm gonna move back a little bit. but
Okay.
I'm still gonna sort of be on the dangerous side of Yorme.
Alright. Cool.
I'm
Vera, you're second.
Can I see through
Because if Yorme casts haste, that is the most important thing to not get unconcentrated.
You know, since Bryn directed you guys to get into the tunnel, you would obviously have seen him do some seen or heard him do some components for it, and you watched this line of wall appear out of nowhere. It's not like it surged out of the ground to like meld the rock together. I think you would be fairly aware it's an illusion. So yeah, I'll say yes, you can see through it.
Okay.
Banana.
This is a terrible spot for us to be.
Yep.
Okay. I am going to cast
when I said
web.
run into the tunnel, I was like, this is
Really?
gonna work great.
Wait, does Globagul get an attack of opportunity on Mr. Giant over here because he ran away?
He does.
I'll put it right here.
I forgot. He misses terribly. Rolled a 2 on the attack.
Remember, your turn? You run that way?
Well, you already done it.
Well, I guess.
Cast your
Only
spell.
I
fair.
figured we focus on these guys first, but
It's fine.
All right. Web pops up.
I need someone also to hold this up, ideally.
Is it vertical?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That'll do. That'll do, don't care.
Hey,
That'll do.
yeah.
Come on.
Get it.
Ha!
Sure.
Up high.
Sure.
That's kind of shitty, but okay.
Conditions are perfect.
Conditions are perfect. You
No,
don't
we're
have
really
to
walled in.
work sports practice.
Alright, let me see if I can. Oh, that's why.
under that name.
Wait until he runs it.
Pretty please.
Dun, 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 dun.
I guess I could stall, but I should probably go the other way. Then.
You think we can convince them that we're not home?
I think dragons are
definitely worth
supposed
a
to be
try.
pretty stupid.
All right,
so-
Operation Protect Yormik, which means get behind him so he can get hit,
Hey!
and then I can shield him.
All right, this is interesting.
Gonna set ourselves up for a nice clean attack.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, not
The giant casts
So
fireball
if you
into the
notice-
sunrise bag.
Please don't say that.
rocks.
Holy
Magical hill giants. Okay.
crap.
So,
Hillbillies.
yeah, you cast web. How thick is it? Like a 5 foot?
She thick.
It is
Spot thick.
Yeah, it's like 5 feet thick.
Okay. Alright.
Care about it.
Anything else on your turn?
I moved, that's it.
Alright,
What are
Yormik.
you gonna do?
I think this is the right move. Bop, bop, bop. You have been hasted.
Yes.
So good.
This is literally the first time since we've hit level 6 that I've gone before you and have been close enough to give
Boots
you
of
haste.
speed
Nice.
and haste.
So you have
Hero teleports.
your speed is doubled.
Yep.
You have +2 to AC
My
and advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Want to see me run
base-
the Delvin back?
My base
Wanna see me
movement
do it
is
again?
120 right now.
Alright.
Nero runs away.
Bonus action, anything?
No.
I'll get help. Bye.
Okay. Hey, guess whose turn it is?
Dude, my base
Mr.
movement
Amaris.
is 120 right now.
Do you want to just like run attack?
So,
Just attack each of them this turn.
You got a wall of web though.
Okay, well, if Kevin lets me. Would you let me summon the web 5 feet above the ground? So that there's enough room for Nero to get out?
If you had thought about
Okay.
it at the time, I definitely would have let that happen.
it's alright. I'm just gonna. I can get to anyone in this battlefield right now.
That's true.
So, I'm going to. We're gonna go with. So, first, I'm gonna use my action to cast Heroism on myself.
Okay.
Interesting.
Heroism.
Yes, sir.
You don't get a double weapon attack with the bonus.
I
action.
know, but
Okay.
unfortunately this takes an action to do,
Yeah.
not a bonus action, so I'm a little disappointed, but it's fine.
Okay. You cast heroism,
Yeah,
and that's a buff to your 2-hit.
yeah, immune, no, immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns.
Okay.
So
Wow.
every turn I get +5
Temp
HP.
What, +5?
Yeah, because
Your
my spell
casting ability modifier is charisma.
is charisma. So, 2.
Yeah. I mean, like, over enough turns, that's pretty decent, and especially
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay. Gain 2 temporary hit points. Oh
I
my
want
God.
my own temporary.
Nice.
Right?
That's fantastic.
Alright, so I'm gonna run it down.
All right.
I'm
like,
jumping
you
off.
perfect
I'm gonna
fence.
jump off my horse and tell it to just defend the people here.
the flank.
Yeah. So I'll book it. I could easily make it here.
Yeah, you have no problem.
Can we get there, back, and there again?
Yeah.
yeah, and honestly,
And still right
no-
now.
none of you would all know that this is an illusion. You've seen him cast the spell before. It's yeah. And
I also-
obviously, this wasn't here when you ran in here
and
5
I
seconds
did
ago.
narrate it, but I find
This
it hard to
is-
believe that I wouldn't just be like, that I wouldn't like let them know my plans and
Get in the tunnel. I'm gonna hide us.
Yeah,
like
this is
So
something that.
haste
I'll
timer?
bonus action Vow of Enmity. This guy.
2 leveled spells in a turn.
That's not a spell.
Oh right. Man, that's good.
Yeah, it's
So I'll
incredible.
Vow of Enmity it, and then I will swing away.
All right. Make your single special haste attack.
Better.
With a 24 to hit.
A 24 absolutely will hit this guy.
Do you say bear? And I'll Divine Smite.
Alright, every turn.
Everyone is surprised.
Every
We
turn.
just keep casting web.
How does Divine
Just
Smite
like
work
every
again?
turn.
So
He never
You
gets to
roll
us.
extra.
It's true.
What is it? Is it
It's-
like
it's an extra
I
D20
almost maxed on the
damage.
smite,
Yeah, you
so
did.
that's great. So 15
It's not super
plus the
far.
5, so 20 plus another for
It's actually
24
pretty close. to
24.
in one hit.
Yeah, in a near blur, the shining visage of Nero just bolts past all of you out the illusory stone wall right up to the giant. It just makes a huge downward slash. It slashes right through the thick of his gut for a pretty good bit of damage. And yeah, I think that's it for your turn then.
Yep.
That brings us to the giant who ran away. On its turn, it is going to run up 40 feet, and it's going to make a couple attacks at Globagul.
He
Since
is
Globagul
taking
tried to
a
hit him.
Beating.
Yeah.
That's a 24. Oh, yeah, this guy's like never going to miss Globagul
I
without
don't think it's possible for
failing. Okay. So it comes up and just with the great club in his hand, just twice, just smashes into Globagul.
This is so much damage.
I can't wait to have undoubtedly multiple of those attacks hit me next
You have like a
turn.
base 20 AC right now.
Yeah, I know, which means that they'll definitely hit me.
They have.
They-
They're probably gonna hit you.
Kevin prolifically rolls high
Yeah.
on attacks against me.
So it comes up and just like huge chunks of Globagul are just splattered on the cave wall near him. The attacks did like 17 and 19 damage respectively. But that is it for that giant's
Chihuahua.
turn. After that, we're up to
Sorry,
Eldith.
3 attacks are coming out on the guy in
And
front of me next turn.
Eldith is going to follow Nero. She's a dwarf. Giants are not. This is not that outlandish of a creature. It's not like some crazy Underdark exclusive monster that you guys couldn't have dreamed up before.
Yeah.
She's dealt with similar threats, and yeah, she's going to go hammer and shield, and she's going to go make some attacks
How
at
does
that
web work?
giant.
Make it a trifecta.
Does web stop?
Make it the third day in a row for Eldith.
16
kicking
plus.
How does web
And
work?
what's her
What
hit
respect?
bonus?
Make a dexterity save.
15? Yeah, Eldith comes up and just bop, bop, twice with her hammer. She does 9
But thanks some restraint.
plus.
Yeah.
She's
And then you basically
13
do the
points of
next
damage to
turn.
that giant.
Well, maybe the same turn. If you run into it and then you strength at the same turn, you get out.
But that's all for Eldith. All right, after Eldith, it is the giant that you both just hit, who in rebuttal is going to make a pair of great club attacks at Nero. Because, like, come on, what else am I gonna
Hit
do? 26 and 19
Ha!
to hit.
Ah!
It misses.
Well, so the first one hits,
yeah.
and you take
Several points. of
19
damage.
points of bludgeoning damage. It just smacks into you. I need you to roll a concentration for heroism. But the second attack is gonna miss because it's his concentration, not yours. So even if this drops,
Ah.
16.
16, that's enough. You maintain
You
concentration and heroism.
Plus one.
And the second attack, you just sidestep enough, and the club just lands right between you and Eldith, but dealing no damage. After that, it is Jim Jar's turn.
Get him, Yim Yar.
And Jim Jar rolls decent on the perception check. He knows that there's someone behind you all as well, and he's going to pull out his hand crossbow and basically guard the flank with your mount, at least for the time being. Next up, we have the final giant, who is going to attempt to just bull rush through the web. What kind of a save is it?
Dexterity.
A dexterity to...
It's strength to break out of the web once you're entangled. It's dexterity to avoid getting tailed in the first place.
Okay.
Double check.
Because it's so big. I'm trying to think of... Because it's like so enormous. It's not like Jim Jar trying to run through it.
That means he gets entangled by that much more web, though.
True. That's true.
Surface area.
So I'm going to make a strength check versus your spell save, DC.
Oh, shit, when I want to cast web. 15.
Wait, what?
I wouldn't have cast web if it was an ability to strength. I assumed that it wasn't able to dodge it. DC 15 though.
That's right. No, we'll go with the way it's written for now. It's just that is
Watch it. 20.
a 16 minus 1
That matches, so that's it.
is 15. Okay, so it doesn't get entangled.
Correct.
All right. So then, what's the check to try and bust through? I guess.
I assume it. I mean, it
It doesn't need to
I think it
because
just did.
it's not entangled.
I think it already
Right.
did.
That's part of it.
interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, give me the number anyways. He's going to try and like take the web down. He's going to use his action to like
Oh,
break
Attack
through the
the
web.
web.
I mean, DC
Yeah.
15. That's what you're asking.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be like
Each
the
creature that
web?
starts its turn in the webs or enters them during its turn must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs or until it breaks free. So it made a dex save, so it's not entangled by the webs.
Okay. So it's going to basically take this round to make like its attacks at the web to just like
Get rid of it.
get rid of the web, just like
I
carve
would
through
say
the
he's
middle of
big
it.
enough, That's totally fair.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, both of Great Club just comes down and just tears through the web. Its club now is just covered in it. But
Does he use any more movement to get closer?
no, it probably just took like the whole round just doing that. Globagool is next, and this giant is too large for Globagool to attempt to engulf. So he's gonna try and make a pseudopod attack against the one that just bashed the shit out of him. And rolls a 16 plus, which will hit.
There you go.
Not bad, Globagool, not bad.
Attaboy.
That's
Oh man, I can't wait to combine
11.
3 times next turn.
11 points of acid damage to that one.
2 more.
All right. After Globagool, that brings us back to the top. Bryn, you're up.
He heals you.
Every turn. That's good. Plus 2 times every turn.
Seeing this guy tear down the web, I'm going to turn around and cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
Well, the CC train is going to be real.
Wisdom save, correct?
Yep.
9.
Does not pass.
All right. The giant who was tearing through the web suddenly just gets this like kind of dullard, stupefied.
No.
How about so?
No.
The other way was definitely funnier, but that's okay.
There was an opportunity to use more than one at a time.
No.
That wasn't for a wall. That would have been then.
Yep.
Nope. We have to have the wall.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give Yormik some inspiration.
Okay.
That he can use on his.
I'm excited
save.
about that.
Solid.
Go show him what Duragar can do.
Oy.
He just runs out and trips on his
that
face and does
of
nothing.
everything, Bryn?
You trip and lose concentration on the spell. Sorry. You're stunned.
You're not
He's
stunned.
stunned.
You just
All right.
can't do anything.
No, you're stunned.
No, you're not stunned
His
by it.
concentration breaks on
It's
your haste.
It
And
doesn't.
then-
I've read this to make sure it wouldn't F me over. You're just so tired that you don't do anything your next turn. You're not actually stunned.
Oh, it doesn't give you
It
the
does
stun
not.
sensation.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just,
So
like,
they're not
you're
gonna
just like-
auto crit you. Yeah, you're just
Okay.
lethargic.
All right.
And then
You're-
I'm
oh,
going
sorry.
to.
Holy smokes!
And since that, as long as that one remains in dog pattern, Bryn's in a pretty safe spot.
True.
Someone else use an action to yeah, so then I'm gonna yell at everyone, don't mess with that. Like, I mean, you've seen this before, right?
Bryn's
Like,
Bryn's
you've
over
seen,
like,
I'm gonna give you the same spiel that I give you every time that pattern of lights appears in the air, which is don't mess with that one unless someone else does.
All right. Vera.
I'm gonna move up so I can see this Arschloch. And I'm also within range.
Is that asshole in German?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I'm going to make sure I can also see Nero, so I want to build a projector.
You gotta go a little further, just the way that wall juts out, just a teeny
Yes.
bit further.
Oh, this-
There you go.
So this is now gone.
Oh, because concentration.
Oh, good call.
And then I'm going to cast,
Aw.
I think, Scorching Ray. You cast Scorching Ray on the big old giant that Nero's attacking.
Okay, go ahead and make 3 spell attack rolls, please.
Get him. Oh my gosh.
What was that?
Scorching,
Kaput.
scorching ray is always a flop.
12.
12 just misses.
Oh, I was about to celebrate.
19
Yep.
and miss.
Hmm.
Everyone poorly. Compared to the Drow elites, these guys are much easier to hit.
Yeah.
So I get. What's that?
How much?
10 damage.
10 points of fire damage. Yeah, so your 3 rays just shoot out. And one of them just nails this dude right in the chin. The other 2 just like one sails over and singes it, but doesn't really do any damage. And the other just misses wildly. And you're making sure that you're not hitting Eldith or Nero with it. All right. Any bonus actions or anything?
Nope.
All right, Yormik.
Just keep my reactions.
We are down to 9 more rounds of haste.
Thank you for tracking that.
Yeah. We're gonna walk up to like next to Vera for a second.
Yep.
We're gonna twin cast chromatic orb at 2nd level.
Nice.
Both of them fire.
Just so the
I'm in-
the one that I'm just saying
Oh,
the
yeah.
one that Globagul's in between you is gonna have like half cover, but nothing crazy.
Sure.
Just because Globagul's also got a
that
pretty large
seems
profile,
reasonable. Yeah.
and you're also shooting at the upward angle.
Yeah.
So the one that Globagul's next to will be, I don't know, whatever
The green
first
one?
one you roll.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
That would be the green one.
Okay.
Yikes.
Oh, man.
Man. Okay.
have-
You do have Brent
So green is 15.
Okay.
So this is 15. So Brinspiration to save me from that roll.
For which one?
The other one is also 2 15s.
2 15s.
Yeah.
Both of those hit.
Yes.
Nice. That is Brinspiration working out fantastic.
All right. So damage to the one in front of Nero and Vera is 12.
What type
Plus
of
fire.
What type? Okay, fire.
21 points of fire damage to 25 points of fire damage to him.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Plus your 4. I was about to get on you for that.
12.
Nice.
Oh no.
Oh, is that 2 1s?
Yeah, it is.
18 points of fire damage to the other guy.
18.
And then we will
Good
step
stuff.
back.
Good stuff. You want
Not bad. Yeah, you come up and just like
It's funny how close those are.
you go up and cast your twinned fire chromatic orbs, just arms crossed like that, just over Globagul, clearly over Nero and Eldith, and just blast both of them for a pretty good chunk of damage. Nero, we're back to you and your haste itself.
Here comes the trifecta.
Get
Why
down
are
with
we
your
even
fast
here?
self.
So I'm gonna, the first swing, I'm taking just a wide swing at this guy's knee. Try to kneecap him. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
This one seems weirdly.
Divine Smite.
Just like a wall behind them all.
Wow.
Nice.
That's some.
So 12, 21, 25 points of damage.
25. Jesus. Yeah, you just
Yeah.
carve through another huge, meaty swath of flesh on the front side of this creature. Sorry, 27 total? You said?
25.
25 total.
As much as I can. You can give me the extra 2 if you want. But. Second swing.
Get him.
20 to hit.
20 to hit.
Yeah,
What's your
also
plus?
7.
Okay.
Divine Smite. Level 1 again. That's the last of my level 1 slots. Nope.
Much quieter.
Oh,
terrible.
man.
Total damage?
Ooh, this is terrible. 13.
Oh man.
13 total
1, 2,
damage?
3, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So the giant wheels back its huge club again and like leans in to make a swing towards Eldith. You just clean take its head off. The last swing.
Alright, well.
And giant number 2 goes down. With a hell of a thud. Boom.
I book it over here
He's so fast.
with my.
Theo, come on. Shh, it's okay,
And
baby.
I don't get advantage on this one. This is unfortunate.
Do you have any like sound, like any way to modify the sound for your recordings?
Not really. I mean, I'm sure there exist
16.
ways, but I don't have anything that I do
If-
currently.
If you,
16 for
To hit?
that attack on him, yeah.
That'll hit.
Divine Smite level 2.
if you find something called a gate option. That's a way of limiting like volume spikes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
3.
That's fantastic.
That's a really wow.
Holy crap.
Wowie.
Okay.
Whoa,
so
whoa, wee, whoa.
14, 22 is just the radiant damage.
Jesus.
22, 29, 33.
Whew.
We're on the third.
33, my god. Yeah, so after cleaving the head off the giant, you, again, just bolt past Globagul right up to this guy and just impale straight through the body of this giant for a massive amount of damage. It's still standing, but holy shit, you hit like a truck on that turn. That turn you did... what?
72.
38 plus 33.
71.
71.
71 points of damage.
I was so close.
And one
Yeah,
of
why
those,
did
one of
10
those was a whiff attack too.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I also got
In
two-
fairness, you did pump out 3 spell slots in that round too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I did get 2 temp HP for the rest.
Okay.
Suck it,
Just
giant.
saying. Just saying.
Take it, Wickham.
So I know we're a little bit far gone in this campaign to be discussing this now, but is he able to cast multiple divine smites in a turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not casting a spell. He's just consuming
Right.
spell slots.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
It is un ability.
I was like, I'm sure we've discussed this before because it's not like we haven't seen this every session.
Yeah.
Wait, what have you done for?
He just talked
Yeah,
to
it's
about
just
this.
you when you hit a melee attack, you can expend a spell slot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a homebrew rule.
It's working.
Yeah.
Okay. So after Nero's turn, it is back to the giant that Nero just ran to. It is going to make a pair of Great Club attacks against you.
Yeah, I would too.
That is a 21 to hit you, followed by a 26 to hit you.
I'm gonna shield as soon as somebody tries to hit him.
Okay.
Can I see him?
No.
No.
You, from where you are, you can't see the giant. I'd say you have line of sight to Nero, but not to the
Okay.
giant. So that's 16 points of damage from the first Great Club hit. You're putting in.
That is precisely absorbed.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, this flare, this now familiar flare of abjurant magical energy just flies in front of you and stalemates with the Great Club. It pulls back for another swing. The shield dissipates, and the second one comes back.
So
and
as
hits
I'm
you
in the
as
middle
well.
of saying, "Thanks, Vera."
Watch out! Don't sink me yet!
20 points of bludgeoning damage from the second attack.
Concentration.
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, from like a cinematic perspective, the shield ability is super
It
fucking
is
cool.
super cool.
11.
Nailed it.
So I beat the check for concentration.
Yep, you succeed.
Nice.
Thank you.
Heroism maintained.
And also, one clutch part about me absorbing exactly all of it is that you don't have to make a concentration check for 1 point of damage.
Valid.
Oh,
yeah.
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 Nice.
If one had gotten through.
Right, or if it was the damage rolled the other way, 21st
Oh, yeah.
breaks the shield, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I took 20 points of damage, right?
yes, you
You
did. All
It should
right.
be at what?
Eldith is up again,
the
and
numbers
Eldith is
matching
going
up tonight are
to.
scary.
I don't think she can get there.
She'll double move to get to him. I think seems reasonable.
Yep.
Then this giant is dead. Jim Jar is going to he'll move up and take a couple covered shots of or the one crossbow bolt shot towards the giant that's not hypnotized and rolls a natural 18, so that's absolutely going to hit.
There you go. You didn't
And
hit anything
get
last
some
fight.
get some sneak attack action too. So that is 5, 9, 12 points of piercing damage from Jim Jar's bolt over Globagul and just right into the neck shoulder meat of this giant.
Gizzard.
Sneak attack, damn you.
Yeah. All right.
Boy.
That one doesn't get anything because nobody has hurt him.
Haha.
Who hurt you?
Wait, I
No
should hurt him?
one.
Magic missile.
One magic
Globagul-
missile.
Just one hit.
Not
So
even the
Globagul
roll
got
one.
pretty solidly chunked by this guy. He is gonna back off from him though. He
Take
took
an
he took a
attack of
fair
opportunity.
bit of damage. He can just disengage
Oh,
and
okay.
ooze away.
Yep, that'll work.
Cool. Bryn, we're back to the top.
All right, now that this guy, have I heard anything else running up towards us?
Make a perception check.
Oh, it's 21. Never mind.
There's 7 more hill giants.
This be hill
12.
giant territory. 12?
Yeah.
You haven't heard any more like of those loud rumbling footsteps like
Okay.
you heard before. Outside of the crashing of these guys. moving
Right,
around.
right. So I'm going to move over here so I can get in line of sight with this guy. Yeah, and I'll use another Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. On the one that you did originally as well? Okay.
Yeah.
That is a wisdom save.
Yep.
Rolled an 18 minus 1 is still going to be 17.
Ooh, that gets it.
Resists the
Still
running
takes
away.
half this.
Yep.
Big damage.
11 takes 5.
5 points of psychic damage. As you just see, it's like its expression just go from. They've all had a very like stoic expression on their face. It doesn't look like they're emotional doing this, if that makes sense. But like as your spell affects its mind, it just like winces in pain from it.
Context clues.
Do they all look pretty similar to this?
Yes.
Like club, backpack.
They don't really have backpacks. They're
Okay.
like wearing enough clothes to not be naked and wielding a club.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, and that's it.
All right, Vera, we're back to you.
Oh no, I'm scared. We haven't heard this one too much yet.
This one's taking a fair beating.
Yeah, all right. Then I'm gonna try and finish him off. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level
Okay.
at this guy.
Gosh.
Damn. All right, make your 4 spell
We're gonna
attack
set the
rolls.
spells.
Is it more beams or
It's
higher
extra beam.
damage?
Yes, extra beam.
Yeah, Scorching Ray is one of the ones that actually scales
23.
really well with
Yeah.
the level up.
That's awesome.
Like
Yeah,
Guiding
this-
Bolt, not quite so much.
20 or something. That one must be close. 13.
13 exactly hits.
So 3 of them hit.
All right, go ahead and roll 66.
Make
You'd make a fair beater, Potter.
a
said
Peter Potter.
Kenny's watching. Harry Potter. Harry
20.
Potter, Potter, water ball.
She does really above average. 29 damage.
29
gosh.
points of damage.
Of 66.
So your
There we
Scorching
go.
Ray
Finally.
just like
Value.
Yeah.
just blitzes and immolates the head and skull of this creature and just takes it clear off, and it just falls backwards, entirely
I
dead.
staff out. Why don't you cast the third level more often?
What was the damage total again?
29, I think it says.
Yeah.
You just found the switch and just like click. Oh wait, has it been on stun this whole time?
Oh, turbo mode, yes!
I turn and look at you and I'm like,
Oops, nice.
Oops.
nice.
Did I do that? All right, Yormek, we're to you. Both of the giants in front of you are dead. The one behind you, you notice,
Brian, if I were
hypnotized.
if I were to just like trap him in a web, would he wake up, or how does that work?
Do that.
Let me
consult
my
infinite
knowledge
wisdom.
about my spells.
He doesn't even save your round, right? He
Right?
does not?
No, it's if he takes damage or if someone else uses an action. No,
Zero.
he.
Well, it's like no one.
It'll just tuck him in like a blanket.
Brandon, look this up. Look this up, Brandon. We have time. Look it up. Just make sure we get our back straight.
I
and then we kill
would
it.
I would like to web his feet to the ground.
All right.
Dexterity save.
I mean, it can't move or do anything.
Yeah.
Haha.
Auto fails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's what.
Incapacitated, has a speed of 0. Yeah, I think you just auto fail, stuff like that. Yeah, so you cast web on it and basically just encase the lower half of its body in this web all around it.
I will say that the spell says that when you start your turn, you make the dex save.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, so it just encases it anyways.
Okay. Just making sure that he wakes up and then starts his turn and the web's there, then make a dex save.
If we're out of
Technically speaking.
initiative order, this haste is going to run out real fast.
I don't think we're actually leading initiative.
Okay.
I mean,
All right, he's kind of stuck. Does anyone? What? First of all, what is this thing?
Do I know?
yeah.
Elder Thurai, do we know?
No.
Roll a.
Well, I knew that the tall gray ones were real skinny, but is this also a kind of giant?
They look
This
pretty
would just
giant
be
to me.
roll just a just an intelligence check with advantage.
You know it. Wow.
Man. 8.
Fortunately, these are very common creatures. These are hill giants.
The hill giants. I barely know them.
They
I
sell
don't
propane-
think I've seen any
propane
of these
accessories.
particular hill giants before.
These ones are new to me, but I know what they are.
Should we
I
try
feel
and
like I was where you like forgot part of the name. You're like Earth Bump Giants. You know the
The ones that are on those mounds. What's the other one?
just can't find it.
Grassy knolls. You know what would you call
No,
that?
they're not gnolls.
what do we want to do with this one?
All right,
Are we executing
cut
it
it
or
down
talking
for
to it?
sure.
Well, we could like talk to it.
Nope, absolutely not.
Are
I'm fine
you
with
sure?
getting rid of it.
Let's get rid of it.
It's
Good.
very difficult to negotiate with something as stupid as these things.
Is
I
this how
found
they-
it in the Pokédex.
Hill Giant.
Is this how
It's
It's
a pretty
true.
date.
The cards in the deck, I think, are labeled.
that
Like
would make
technically.
sense.
Now I gotta look because it's gonna bother me if I'm wrong on that.
In any
Is
case,
this how they typically
in any
act?
case, is anybody
Maybe we are the initiative.
is anybody opposed to taking one round to
Are we
set up to
sure?
just blast this guy
I'm fine
out?
with this.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So
We
I'm
can-
gonna on my turn. I'll book it over here.
Zoom.
I won't attack him this turn. I guess I'll pump like 20 points of lay on hands into myself to make sure that I don't die if he does get to attack next turn.
There you go. He just quits you. He just wakes up and he's like, straight down.
like screw that guy.
Okay, so you're full rounding.
I'm not attacking him this
Oh,
turn.
okay.
I'm walking
He's
over
using
here.
lay on hands.
hands.
We're
and we're
sort of
setting
taking
up.
a turn
We're
off.
taking-
Yeah, that's fine. You could do that.
I
so
will-
yeah, everyone, tell me what your
Set
thing you're gonna do is.
I will web his body.
Double
So
web.
Jim Jar's gonna take a crossbow shot. Eldith's gonna make 2 Warhammer
Wait,
attacks.
she's gonna shoot. They're gonna attack on their turns. Okay.
I mean, when you guys all say go,
Yeah.
yeah.
So basically, take a round to set up.
Nothing is going to interrupt you in the few seconds it takes to actually set this up.
Okay.
So-
I will also attack him then.
In the turn that he's going over to heal himself, I'm gonna say, should I slow him down so we can, in case he survives the onslaught, or we think he's going to die?
No, he will not live.
All right.
I think, yeah.
So then I'll prepare, I guess, magic missile.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the wand of magic missile.
Okay.
Here's my question.
I will prepare the Gauntlet of Chaos.
We've just killed 2 of them, and now we're like just full setting up
Ready?
for this one. After one attack, it's like, please don't hurt me.
I want to know the level you're casting that at and what the rest of you guys are doing before we say go. Because
Okay.
second level
Magic missile first level.
or 2 charges, first level magic missile. You're just making 3
You
attacks.
bat jumping up and just
Chaos
swinging
Bolt
like-
of Gauntlet level.
I think it's just a first level one.
Yeah, I think it's 2d8 plus 1d6.
And I cannot
That sounds
use
right.
I cannot
pretty
use
sure that's
Booming
what it
Blade
is.
on my extra standard action, right?
Which inspiration?
Right, no, because it's a single weapon attack is what you
Okay.
can do with that
That's
attack.
the inspiration.
I actually have 3.
And
So I'll inspire.
I'm using magic missile.
inspire. You can inspire Jim Jar. He gets sneak attack.
Okay, I'll inspire Jim Jar.
Alright.
For what
I
reason?
like Jim Jar.
The guy is stunned, restrained, flanked.
Oh, I
Jar,
guess
this
that's a good point. I guess he doesn't really need it, but most of you
No,
don't.
no,
really need it.
I'm joking about
Jim
the
Jar,
fact
this
that
is
he
your kind of
going to get
fight.
sneak attack for multiple reasons.
Okay. So Jim Jar rolls 9 plus 3 is 12. He's going to use the inspiration. Hit no problem.
Nice.
Roll your magic missile damage dice.
Mine is going to be of type fire as well.
16.
Right, I don't even know if you
12.
have to attack.
11 plus 16 plus
12.
12. Roll your cast bolt damage. Make your 3 attack rolls all with advantage.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's just standing there.
14 points of damage.
19.
14. Eldritch makes her 2 attacks. 1 hit, 1 miss.
4.
She's gonna hit for
I hit all 3.
4.
This poor guy. He's just
27, 39,
colors.
49, 53, 57.
Is it overkill for me too? Divine Smite level 2, probably. Since
Is that going to stop you? Probably not.
So roll all of your damage for
Canonically,
your stuff.
I'm
All at
Divine
once.
Smiting.
All at once. Do all of it.
Let's be
I was
honest.
gonna say, if you Divine Smite, I'm not gonna fault you for it.
Let's be honest. You're Nero with Divine Smite.
He probably would.
Lovely.
Know thyself. It's important.
But he would not disappoint with it. 8, 16, 21, 25 with the first attack. 12 with the second attack. 14 with the third attack.
Okay. 51 plus 57 is 108. At 105 HP. So literally your smite made
Divine
the difference
smite.
between finishing it off in one go and not. Yeah, so you wait for the signal. Nero starts to swing, everybody unloads. And Nero's 3 swift strokes just cuts it down. The magic missiles implode all over it. And he was very quickly very dead.
That means even the
And then
second,
falls limp in the web.
even the second charge of magic missile from my wand would have we were very efficient with that
Yeah,
slaughter.
no doubt.
Wait, how close were we?
You hit overkill by
3 damage.
3 points of damage.
Calculated.
Never didn't have it.
Easiest fight of my life. Only Globagol and I took damage.
That was
Do
pretty
they
good.
have
I was
bags?
What?
concerned.
Do they have
Yeah.
bags?
No. They're wearing, again, just enough clothing to not be naked. And even just a passive investigation by all of you. They all have this oversized club with a rock on the end that passes as a great club that would be way too big for any of you to wield anything remotely near proficiently. And then just the little bit of clothing that they had. They don't really have any supplies or gear of any kind.
Is there anything worth harvesting off of hill
Good
giants?
organs.
Are they worth it?
Yeah, I think so.
But so this guy came from behind us.
Are you asking if Nero knows that?
Yes.
Or are you asking
Yes.
Vera if she knows that? Or
Nero is thinking about it. He didn't ask her. I guess I would ask.
Well,
Vera.
Vera's been talking
I guess
about
it
the eye. and the
Yeah,
beholder.
I guess it would make more sense for Nero.
Beauty is in there.
Hey, Vera. Is there anything worthwhile harvesting
Thanks, Doug.
off of
These are
these
sweet.
hill giants?
I don't think there's anything that I could use for my my amulets.
they
Do I
have
have
any-
anything otherwise that might?
Roll an Arcana check.
You can bury the bones for a lot of prayer HP.
And you roll a
14.
it's a nature check. 14.
Ooh, 19.
You're pretty confident that there's nothing, I guess, like
turn
supernaturally
into a tree.
I think so. Just
vital or
like
anything like
you
that.
know, big versions of us.
19.
19. You're not aware of any, I guess, like magical powers or strange abilities. They're real big. They're real strong.
Do they have any mark, like their teeth or anything of market value?
No more than. Oh, well, yes,
Maybe as a keepsake, if you want
Nope.
something to
There is
mark
a
your kills
head.
with.
Would its head fit into my
No.
bag?
I see you eyeballing it, and I just know.
I mean,
I
it,
just
it
am like holding
would,
the sword.
but you guys also have like
other
lot,
stuff
and
that's
a
not
whole
covered
right,
in
a whole bunch of stuff,
Including
and
an egg.
also like a shit ton of rations.
Right.
That's all in that bag.
Mhm.
Right.
So this one came up from behind us, right?
So yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Why? They're both
Does
inside.
Vera want to
of-
roll an insight?
So the two of you roll an insight check.
Okay.
Good.
9.
Oh.
11.
With the inspiration.
Uh,
Oh wait.
So yeah, so I mean, you know the directions that they all came from, and it just seemed like they sort of all arrived at you at the same time, which is pretty impressive. Nero, being a little more familiar with like battle tactics specifically, like that was a pretty impressive like pincer move by creatures that are not said to be particularly intelligent.
Did they seem to be like you said they seemed pretty dispassionate through the whole thing.
Yeah, there were no the slight like groans that they made like in response to getting hit were really like the only like verbalized noises they made. Their expressions while you were fighting them were pretty just like flat, mostly expressionless.
Can we check to see if there's any signs of like magic over them? Like I always the stories I've heard of hill giants always made me think that they were sort of barbaric and would have been like shouting and yelling when they came to attack us. Not
They're also
yes.
they're also not particularly smart. The fact that they pulled off a maneuver like that is
You know, if only,
shocking, honestly.
if only we had had one that was like held in place by something and not dead
Do you speak
for a
giant?
moment. Well, I'm sure one of us could have figured it out.
I don't think the web was gonna
It
hold
was
it.
totally. Did you see how good the web was? It was great. It
You're
was,
right.
Yeah.
You're right. This way though, we definitely didn't die. You can't argue with that.
Yeah. I
We
can't
did-
argue with it right now.
we
I
didn't
can argue
die.
with it later. Give
I
me
could
an
change
hour.
it
All
for
right.
you if you want.
Well,
you
I-
could die right now.
We all could die like any time. Anyway, that's not important.
We could all die anytime. That's not important.
So what? So they just. I mean, the stone giants are pretty smart. They have like a library, which is cool.
These guys are not smart.
History checks from the three of you.
Everyone,
Okay.
Natural 20.
13.
So you would be familiar with the hierarchy of giants that exists in the world.
Don't have an idea what a dragon is. Let me tell you about giant society.
I mean, giants are substantially more common than dragons in the world.
That's fair.
Um,
Way less interesting.
right. And Jordan could probably actually, in earnest, recite all of this for you. Dude's running Storm King's Thunder, which is entirely giant themed. So hill giants are pretty much the lowest of the low of the like races that belong to giant kind that are like in earnest giants. Like cyclopses and trolls, I think, are like similar and related, but they're not giants in title. Hill giants are like the bottom tier of that society. I believe stone giants are above them. Basically, hill giants are like a distant last in terms of like intelligence and prestige in giant society, and then the rest of the cream of the crop is just like way above them. Yeah, there's cloud giants, frost giants, fire giants, storm giants.
Anything that's not like earth-based giant.
Right. And then stone giants are the bottom of that section, but
Gotcha.
still, again, have quite a bit more prestige and oomph to their name in in giant society.
So what they're saying, I can put cast its magic, but I don't know if they're dead. I don't know if there would be any magic left.
Or we could like see if their brains are like different. I don't know. How does mind control work? Like, did it look like they were like controlled by? This is admittedly far out of my element. I just take stuff from people the same
Actually, I
size as me.
think Bryn might be better at that sort of side of things.
What?
The
I was just busy thinking about all the stuff I know about giants.
Did it look like they were enchanted, or
what do you know about these?
Oh, these hill giants are basically like the bottom rung. They're like the errand boys of giants, I guess. They're not really. They're in a whole league below any other sort of type of giant.
And they're pretty dumb.
Yeah.
There's a reason that
Yeah.
they're that low on the totem.
And so and they're not incredibly smart, and I'm guessing I would know that they usually use their brute force instead of any sort of battle tactics or trying to surround opponents.
Right. Yeah, pretty much. They're just generally not smart enough to necessarily pull something off like that.
Yeah.
There's 3 random giants who all approached you from 3 different directions
And like timed it that well too,
and pretty clearly seemed to know exactly where you were.
yeah.
It is rather strange. We heard them for a while. You would think you said they're stupid, that they would have just charged us if they knew we were here. So yeah, I bet.
Do we still feel the tugging at the back of our minds?
Yeah, there's still just something strange in the air, I guess.
Jimjar? You said you didn't feel this like tugging thing at all, right?
Do you have a way of
What?
detecting
No, I
for being
have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Scrydon?
Can I insight check him?
No, I don't think so.
See if he's lying about not feeling this.
I don't think it is.
Sure.
It's suspicious that he's the only one. Does Eldith feel this, or does she say no?
No, Eldith feels it.
Okay.
Even Gabagool's like,
Anyway.
there is like something funny, but I do not know what it is.
Do we have any idea how close we are to
11?
that city
Which
that we're
city?
going to?
Blingdenstone.
So you knew leaving Neverlight Grove that it was
Far.
more than a 10-day, probably less than 2 10-day tours.
Sure. So
From
we're not
Neverlight
like
Grove.
getting close to it or anything.
Yeah, you haven't gone nearly far enough to be there yet.
This wouldn't be like a security system for anything that's not a
Do you guys hire?
whatever Jinjar is. I can't think of any.
It's Verf Neblin.
Neblin.
Can't think of any
Are you
D&D
feeling
words.
alright? You explained everything thinking about the giants and now.
Yeah, I used all my knowledge.
Disconnected again
Moved
randomly.
again.
Oh, no.
But this ad supports Twitch.
Alright, let's put this back up.
But does this Twitch support ads?
I cannot get the chat to work on mine.
Only chat?
for some reason.
Yeah, we did that on purpose.
Oh,
Alright,
thank you.
I think we're back up.
We did that on purpose.
Sorry
You can't
about that.
silence your
If I
phone.
get blocked
no
from
idea.
Twitch chat,
You got me. I got you.
Why am I not a
I don't know what
moderator?
chat.
Come on, son.
Look, when we have a runtime initiative work day, we can do shit like that.
um,
It just doesn't occur to me when I'm sitting at home by myself.
If you right click on
So,
me right now.
just kidding. Okay. So, yeah, Bryn sort of explains to you the things that he knows about hill giants and how it's certainly strange that a relatively unintelligent species like that was able to assail you in the way that they did.
Well, if they know we're here, and someone is organizing them instead of moving through here quietly, maybe we should just make haste.
He just did.
He already did that.
Yes,
want that
I
as well?
saw
I
this
can-
coming. I thought we were all
Yeah, you get
Once it was
exhausted
past
at
it-
some point.
unleashing it.
It would have
Vera-
happened
In-
already.
in case you
I
didn't
lost
get
my
it.
temp HP too.
He has a spell called Haste, and we all. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yes, now
yeah.
I get it.
I.
You
were very
surprised.
So I
Alright.
mean, let's just keep moving. If there's
Yeah.
more of them, we'll kill them as well. If there were 3 and we killed them, like
Yes, we should keep moving.
Andale.
Let's get out of here.
And
As soon
it
as
seems
possible.
it seems like hiding is not doing
That's very-
any good.
Well, unless we want to just live here, we can do that too.
Oh no, that's not too bad.
Okay.
So as you settle on your new plan of not moving stealthily and just attempting to make haste, who would you guys say is the closest one to like this tunnel? Closest to me. I guess
That
where
would've
well
been-
that Smitty currently is.
Well, we were all like over there killing the giant. I was definitely like looking for stuff, so I would have come over here eventually.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go with me. That's
So Yormik,
yay.
down the tunnel to your left, the direction you guys came from, you see a strange-looking creature heading in your direction, somewhat slowly, but it's hovering. It has a great many tentacled, leg-like features under it. It's not particularly large, but it does have two very long, like eye stalks sticking up out the top of its head.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, eye stalks.
It looks approximately akin to this,
Interesting.
Oh, what?
and it is gently hovering towards you. After a moment, a couple more come into view.
What? More?
Several.
A few seconds later,
Okay.
more.
I will
Goes 1, 2, half a dozen.
subtle. So I would like to subtle spell cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
I'm like, guys, just flying pancakes that have
Oh god.
I'm sure that translates all languages. I'm sure you know. And then I'm gonna try to distract them with something, and I'm gonna take out the deck of illusions.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a quick shuffle,
Oh boy.
and we're gonna.
It's been dying too, I'm sure.
Should we try to scare them off, or just see what they do with whatever this is?
See what they do.
All right.
Is that the way we need to go?
No, they're coming from this way.
All right. Well, let's see what happens and then book it.
I will throw a troll at them.
Troll in the
As
dungeon.
far as the distractions go, yeah.
No, that's pretty solid. So you throw the card at the ground, and much to your surprise, as is required for the deck to even function, a large troll, illusion of a troll, appears on the spot where you threw the card. How would you, I guess, have it behave? Like aggressively and crazy and that kind of stuff?
As it walks down the hallway.
So it starts just Frankenstein walking.
You know what troll is.
This is fantastic. So it starts walking down the hall. So you would know from being the one who's like used this before, it has been a range of 30 feet before it sort of hits the bound of as far away from the card as it can get.
Sure.
So you're on a clock with that. Looking down the hall, you see the creatures. The color of them changes. Where it was initially green, it glows a bright red now. Each of them, you sort of see it like go through the crowds. Like the front one is the first to change, and it sort of just like flows back to each of them behind it.
Yeah.
They're
Run.
Halo Sentinels.
So yeah, what are you guys doing?
Does anybody know what
can
these
we,
are?
Can we go into the other tunnel and run?
I think
that.
that's the move.
Can we wait like a
Nope.
second? I want to see what
Nope.
they do.
Nope.
Have I ever seen this before?
I'm gonna head over to this.
You have never seen one of these.
I'm gonna
before.
head over to this tunnel.
Okay.
Is there anything in either direction?
You do not see anything immediately. No.
Am I still invisible?
I go to.
You are still invisible.
I'm gonna keep watching this for at least a moment. I want to see what they do. How far away are they from the troll now?
I'd say they're about 60 feet away from the troll.
Like, you guys get over there.
I'm
I'll be over
literally-
there in
I'm
like 1
literally
second.
over here.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah, I
be
think
over-
they're pretty much leaving you at this point. If you're
Okay,
You're invisible, so I can just pretend you're right here.
Globagul's
know where
booking
you
it,
are,
following
so I
Bryn.
go with the rest.
I
of
want to
them.
get any. So I'm like right here, and I want to see if I can just see this. Like, I want to get an angle where I can see what's happening, but like be able to run away.
Okay.
Reasonably.
Yeah, so just go ahead and move all your
Did I see what they were
minis
too?
there.
Or we'll see them saw them.
So
Alright,
I guess to be fair, I would have after he said something, I would have gone and
Yeah.
peeked and been like,
Definitely would have peeked around, done like.
if he's just
run
like
about-
a flying pancake, I'm not
Okay.
gonna immediately book it. When I look down the hall
Religion
and see-
check,
Dozens of them?
Arcana check, History check.
Oh, come on. Why is it so bad every time?
12.
5.
26.
Hey.
So you've both certainly never seen anything like this creature. You recognize its visage and body type, I guess, as an aberration. Absolutely. This is not a creature that you've personally encountered before. It's not one that you're sure of what it is. You know it's an aberration, which is like the creature type of beholders and mind flayers and the eldritch horror type monsters.
Okay.
Those type of.
Do you have any reason to believe that it might be useful for my amulet?
No, you don't know what these specific creatures are.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're running. Yeah, I'm running.
Just because even from like a beholder to a spectator, like beholders don't have the magic reflective property that spectators do. It's
Right.
not just like, oh, I'm bigger, so it's like cumulatively more stuff. So yeah, you're not sure of the
You guys wanna see
abilities
what
or
this is?
powers of these creatures that are
Okay.
approaching.
Kind of.
I would like to look as they approach the. I want to see what they do to this troll.
Okay.
Then I would run afterwards.
Yeah, so the rest of you guys take a look, see what's coming, and just turn
Is
and
it
leave.
related to things like beholders? There's 12 of them. Let's run.
It's fine.
So the creatures continue hovering forward.
Do you have your other character ready?
I get to play one of the flying pancakes if I die.
So it gets
Sure,
up
ready.
I want to see this.
about.
I mean, I do too. I just
Fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Bring a lot of times wants to get in the adventure, but like this was just like nope, just real nope.
Yeah.
There's nothing epic even about fighting a flying pancake.
They look interesting.
Doug called them spaghetti pancakes, which is pretty accurate. So the creature approaches your troll illusion. It gets up about
It's a troll illusion.
15 feet away from it. And the very frontmost creature, you see this weird beak poke out momentarily and just like spray a 15-foot cone of some fluid that appears to be caustic in nature, which obviously passes through your illusion.
Yeah.
Which like is like Frankenstein walking, but it's sort of at the border, so now it's just kind of like doing it in place.
Yeah.
And the creature's colors again sort of fade to like a weird mix between green and red. Going?
Gone.
Okay. Yormik books it. Catches up with you guys in no time. The creatures are moving very slowly, so like you have no problem outrunning them at their current pace. And yeah, so you guys just taking off and going further
Yeah.
through the tunnels.
They're all
Just
dead.
one of them.
No, all of them.
Oh, so we can just
They all
rest.
fused into one larger spaghetti pancake, and then I killed it.
So we can just rest now.
Yeah, fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Yep, I'll keep
I'll
watching.
stop.
Yeah. I just saw how fast they were moving. I'm okay with. I'm gonna let this ride out for at least 2 more minutes. It's fine.
After about 10 seconds, I'm gonna keep running forward.
all right. Bluff call.
Yeah,
Or-
that's
yeah.
yeah. Opposite of
You,
bluff
you
call.
called my bluff. I'm leaving. Okay. So you guys again take off. This time at a faster pace than before. You're definitely not stealthing
going
at this
stealth,
point.
yeah.
Definitely erring on the side of hustling. Basically as fast as Globagul can keep up. And you guys travel for a fair little while. You travel for another. It's a half hour. There's no sign of the hovering creatures behind you as you continue going through the tunnel.
As we get further from the beaked spaghetti pancakes, do we feel less of the sense of being watched?
No, actually, at this point, the sensation just feels like you're being followed.
That's not great. Suboptimal.
Which, I mean,
At this point,
it is also a little less strange given that
yeah.
We're being
a
followed.
moment ago it seemed like you were legitimately being followed. But no, it's weird because you can look around and I mean there's nothing near you guys except you guys and more tunnel that you can see.
And darkness.
So what was that? What word? I mean, so I'm gonna pop quiz. What are they?
I don't know. There's something.
I already knew my thing today.
Not donor for this world. They're like the. What was the thing you guys fought? Not the beholder.
Spectator.
The spectator.
Viewer.
Yes. The viewer.
Yeah.
We have 5 of them.
There's. I don't know what they do, but they. I don't want to mess with them.
Okay. Are all aberrations bad, or are these maybe gonna take us
I
to
would
a
say-
good?
Yeah, I mean I was gonna say maybe they were just friendly.
Yeah,
No.
you don't.
It's possible, but I.
What did they do to your illusion?
They were like, they shook its hand and gave it. They were like, "Here's some food," and I was like, "It's interesting," but it didn't look very good, so I ran
Is
away.
that ritual cast silence? Is that a thing?
I think it is
Are
though.
mind players aberrations?
Mind players are aberrations. Yes,
Aberrations. Aberrations. Different things.
I
they are
I
aberrations.
can't carry it with me.
I
That
mean,
continues to be the worst part of this spell.
I think it's.
It is unfortunate.
We could. So they did have beaks. I saw that. It's interesting.
I mean, it's not impossible that one of them might be a bit more friendly, but it's not. It's far from the likely scenario.
So is it like a 1 in 12 chance? Because we
It's-
could test that.
It's pretty unlikely
Very
that you're
unlikely.
going to want
It's not
to
1 in
have
12.
pleasant interactions with
Might be 1 in 13.
aberrations.
Don't have enough. Well, there's.
got that.
Are we? If I lean into, so it's just like we're being followed. We don't feel like a tug on our consciousness specifically.
Not really. Just just the strange feeling like something's following or someone.
So we could just keep going, and then eventually they won't be following us. Probably.
Like that idea.
Yeah.
Well, I just hope that
I just watched Kevin's eyebrows go up a little bit, and that's terrifying.
we hit to stop eventually. I don't know that they need to stop.
That's what they're so slow. They've probably been following us since the Dark Lake. Is that the egg? Is it one of those?
Could be. Maybe.
No.
Do aberrations typically lay eggs?
So the creatures that you saw were
Yes.
the small size category.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And the egg is fairly large. So I mean, maybe if they're born like full grown.
Yeah.
But how would one lay that?
Maybe the
You
egg
saw
goes
how-
fine at a time.
Maybe the egg like grew as the. Okay, I'm not sure the biology of eggs exactly. But
yes.
it doesn't matter. So
Yep.
they've probably been. They're so slow.
That's,
Like they're the slowest thing I've ever seen in my life.
What's your point, Yormik?
We could. They're not going to catch us.
All right.
Even if we stop for 8 hours.
Probably. I mean, if we get
But-
up, then we can move like 40 feet and have another 2 hours of rest.
But so they might not be our issue, but I think something is.
well, no, it's for sure though. Did you see them?
I think something is following us.
They had so many
We
eyes.
should get out of here as soon as
I
we
think we should put as much distance between us and that way as we can.
can.
Should we try to collapse the tunnel that we were just in?
But we don't know, like there. So now that I see how big these side tunnels are, and we see that these are like connecting, and there's a lot of these like side tunnels, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think collapsing one tunnel is going to protect us unless we're just going to make a home in this. We can do that.
Let's
You
say-
said that sometimes there was like hundreds of feet between them. We can just make a town.
Yeah. This is fine. Mayor Yormik. I like that. Anyway. I'll
Nero.
write the bylaws while we keep moving.
Nero, you can make food and water, right?
We can live here forever.
Elvin's just like, no, fuck you, we're going.
We'll go with her.
Jim Jar, what do you
I ain't repopulating shit.
Oh,
What
come on.
about you?
No, not yet. I can purify it, but I can't make it yet. Maybe next level.
How close does something have to be to food for purified food to work?
This rock. I purify the rock.
Purify the rock, you get a crumb. All right, we got some work to do.
All right, let's keep going.
You're confident that there's no lead in this rock? Okay.
What should our town be called?
I actually have a name for our group.
Okay.
Now? This is the
Not
time?
yet.
This is the
Not
time.
yet.
We're establishing the city. Why would this not be the time?
No, shut up.
Because we're running.
The name for our town, if we made it in this tunnel, I don't know, we can call it Tunnel Town.
Sounds like a tunnel fun.
Alright.
Did I do that right,
You
Bryn?
did it perfect, buddy.
Oh, great. I've been learning all about the puns.
If we could, like, maybe dig out a nice little hole and then put a giant metal door on it, and we could call it a boat.
Wait, how would we turn the giants into a metal door?
We just pretend.
Yeah.
Well, I think that we're probably fine. So let's just keep going a little bit here and see what we find.
As soon as he says that, I get anxious.
Look, it's fine.
Every time it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
like
it's gonna be
like,
fine.
I can actually
it's
feel
fine.
like everything is fine. Then you say that, and I'm just like, what's wrong here?
Wait, what's
We're fine. Just keep going.
Every time he
Alright.
says it, I sort of look over
Like
my
he's-
shoulder.
He says we should keep going. That means we should stop. He's making me second guess myself.
No, look, I'm telling you, this is the right way to go. I'm
Oh
positive.
God!
If there's one,
Just turn left up here.
if there's one thing, if there's one thing that running through the tunnels under Grekel Sue taught me, it's that as long as we just kind of do whatever we feel like doing and ignore whatever he says, it's fine. Sometimes he's right, but 50-50 is
So we're gonna keep going.
right half the time.
Generous.
What else is in these tunnels?
Extremely generous.
What else is in these tunnels?
Like, is it just straight?
Larvae dragons.
Are we just going straight for a while? Like,
Yeah, as long as we're still going northeast.
Okay. Yeah, no, you guys, you press on, continuing to flee the swarm of aberrations that was previously following you.
could have killed them.
You don't see any signs of other creatures in the near future.
Do you still feel followed?
Yeah, the feeling persists. It has not gone away. Each of you, please make a wisdom saving throw.
With
Yay!
+2, because you're near me.
Is it against magic?
Is it against?
Is it being charmed?
Is it against poison?
No.
It matters for me.
Doesn't matter.
Oh
no.
Damn it! Natural one. I hate this.
A wisdom saving throw?
6.
Did you say wisdom?
Vera, we're
yeah.
gonna be very
16.
close in a moment. I have a feeling.
17.
Okay. So, what was yours?
6,
And 1.
Also 6. With natural.
which is shocking because my wisdom
Even
is
with my +2?
so high.
Oh, 8.
Yeah, you +2.
8.
So,
Woo!
hey, that was it.
so Yormak and Vera, the two of you gain a level of madness,
Yay!
and you
This is my first level.
begin to suffer just
You surprised,
some
right?
extreme paranoia. This feeling of being followed, being watched, being stalked, is just it's just getting to you. There's got to be someone watching something.
Stalking
You just
them.
terribly paranoid, and until I say otherwise, you have disadvantage on wisdom and charisma checks. Not saving throws.
Checks. That's
Checks.
alright. That doesn't
So ability related stuff.
Wait, that wasn't against being charmed, was it?
No.
Okay.
I asked that question.
We have disadvantage then?
Disadvantage on wisdom and charisma checks.
Guys, there's something coming.
I'm just gonna push my lizard as hard as it goes.
Well, no, Vera, you're gonna. If we turn around and fight them, we can just kill them. Whoever's following us.
No, I don't think so.
Is their paranoia? Is their paranoia so strong that it's noticeable to the rest of us?
Does it seem
I
like
mean-
there's a huge behavioral shift?
Like, because at this point we
So
noticed.
Vera
we
just like
figured
kicks
out
up, like kicks her lizard up a notch, and at this point is basically out in front of the rest of you, and sort of just seems to be sort of pulling away from the main part of the group, I guess.
I'm riding my lizard backwards to watch behind me.
That's exactly right. No,
I like
that's,
how we have opposite reactions to this.
that's hilarious. That is the most Yormik way to be super paranoid, and I love it.
There we go.
So Yormik, on the other hand, like slows down a bit and is bringing up the rear, and has turned around to sit backwards on his lizard, which explains why he's going a bit slower. Much harder to not fall off.
What spells would be helpful here?
All right. So you guys, you continue on like that a little while longer, still trying to shake that feeling of strangeness and trying to get away from whatever is watching or pursuing you. You begin to realize, though, that your thoughts at this point don't even feel private anymore. That inner monologue that you have with yourself, it feels like someone is listening in.
All right.
So it feels
Roll
like-
if you don't get out of my
so-
head, I'm
so
going to
it's-
blast you with a firebolt.
So it's consistently getting stronger as we move forward.
Yes.
So I'm gonna start. So it feels like my mind is being like intruded on, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna start picturing the worst thing I can think of, which was that conversation we had yesterday about the drow woman and a demon reproducing. So I'm just gonna.
Just aggressively think
Yeah.
disgusting thoughts.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Psychological warfare. Nero's not above any type of warfare.
All right.
Vicious mockery myself.
So as this realization sinks in, you notice several hovering figures come into view from the adjoining tunnels. Vera, you would absolutely be the first to notice, as the first two that you see come out of tunnels ahead of where you are.
Okay.
Several more. One comes out. Another pair of them come out from tunnels behind your position.
Is it the same floating things?
Behind all of us or behind
They
me?
are not the floating things you saw before.
Okay.
Behind all of you.
Okay.
Do they look familiar?
And a fifth one actually joins pretty much almost on your location from a small alcove tunnel that is about 15 feet off the ground. You guys don't even have to roll for what these are.
Yep.
You have met one of these creatures before. And there are 5 mind flares
I've done
bearing down on your position. And we're going to pause again real quick, and I'm going to draw a new tunnel.
Be right back.
At least we took a
All
More
right.
distorts food.
Me help you eat brains of all other people in the hallway.
So,
Yes.
all mounted on your lizards, the mind flayers show themselves near where you are.
Oh.
Split second, react anything, saying anything.
Posture in front of Bryn.
Oh,
Wickham!
I'm
gonna shout Wickham and see if I get a reaction out of this dude.
So they've all seen a mind flayer before. Do I know what a mind flayer is? Have I seen one before? Do I know the existence?
You would definitely know what a mind flayer is.
I'm gonna shout, stop! How dare you impede us?
It doesn't. They're not matriarchal, probably.
I'm a man.
Well, I just freeze out.
Why does that one look like Slender Man with a dress?
It is Slender Man.
Give them any ideas.
Yeah, so they do not heed your calls. The ones that are in front of and behind you all move in towards you, and the one that is above you.
Was above.
Yeah, sorry, that's why I scribbled on it because it's like a
Okay.
ledge that's like a little bit up
How high?
from ground level.
How high up is he?
Like 10 or 15 feet.
Do they seem like they're being aggressive?
Well, the one that is
Mind
beside
blast.
you, yeah.
I'm like,
I mean,
They
you know
don't-
it's
they don't
literally called Mind
respond to
Blast,
any-
right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, was that like an
Well, I
accident?
wanted to say Brain Blast
I'm
because
like
Jimmy
Jimmy
Neutron,
Neutron,
but I.
okay.
right now I'm stuck.
we
between,
need
we're
a-
stuck between fight and flight.
Well,
Wait,
now
are they
response.
attacking
Her
you?
decision is made.
We're about to be prisoners again.
I think we're about to
God.
be dead.
No.
Woo, that's
It's a 60-foot cone.
What?
So Vera, you're definitely in this.
I think
So right here,
So,
That would be for Vera.
if he wants to hit me, then it has to be like hit. You only hit 3 of us.
Well, I did say
Actually,
I was
then, in
posturing
that
by
case-
Bryn.
no, it's
Maybe-
it's gonna aim more at Nero. It's not gonna hit you, Vera.
Just Vera?
I'm gonna hit everybody instead.
So if he's not aiming at me,
Not
Yeah.
me.
So
Wait,
everybody
Aha!
but the 2 who failed the madness saves.
Hey!
Wow.
I need an intelligence saving throw from you.
Oh,
It's
intelligence?
I'm really good at those. Hit me.
Oh no.
This is bad.
Oh no.
And
14.
after that,
10.
we will roll initiative.
+2 because you're near me.
Is it a spell?
12.
14.
It is not a spell. How's your thing read? Does it specifically say spell for your advantage on those saves?
Well,
Oh, no,
it's
you're
not
asking
me
for, like,
anyway. I'm asking about because I was thinking about counterspell.
Okay, no. This is just this is an ability that it has.
Okay.
14.
Ah. Oh no.
You didn't get
Oh
hit
no,
by
no, that was for initiative.
Oh.
Okay, hang on. Sorry. The intelligence saves.
I don't have to make one.
He's out.
Right. Sorry, you're not
14.
in it.
12.
14, 12. Eldith gets a 16. Pass.
I'm sure the
Jimter
DC
gets
is
a
only
19,
10.
which is also a pass. Globagool
Doesn't have a mind.
also passes. Okay.
This is not good for me.
Okay, so you take. I gotta roll some dice. You take 14 points of psychic damage and are stunned for 1 minute.
Holy crap.
You two.
Stunned for a minute?
A minute.
Yeah.
That's so long.
Where's the other?
That is 10 rounds.
A creature, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turns.
Oh, that's huge.
So it's not just super infinite. But with that, we will roll the initiative.
I wonder how often they can brain blast us because
Probably every turn.
there's 5 of them and 14 damage. If they all did it once, I would die in 1 turn.
Okay, so we're gonna do it like how you read a book from my perspective. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
So
sure.
like top to bottom, left to right. So initiative. So 3.
13. What did you have on initiative, Bryn?
With disadvantage. Yep.
8. Wait, are you stunned? What did you roll?
Yes.
Yeah, we're both stunned.
What'd you roll
What?
for an intelligence save?
12.
Okay. That's not great. My intelligence is plus 0. In case you weren't sure throughout the rest of this campaign, both my characters have plus 0 intelligence. It's not a just Yormik thing.
I'm 1 point in intelligence away from having a +1.
Plus 7?
That's good. At least you probably
Okay.
want that.
And probably. Yeah, and the one is
14 points of
Initiative
Sorry.
numbers?
Money.
17.
What?
14 points of damage.
Yep.
17. Anyone else above 15?
I was
Initiative.
14. 15. I was a 15.
15.
8.
13.
Got you already. Eldith gets a 13
Straight
plus
save.
2 is 15. Jim Jar gets 16 plus 2 is 18. Glavagool
She's trapped.
gets a 6. Alright.
She's trapped, Caleb.
I just can't walk down the stairs.
Nope. And there's bars.
She does look pretty cute right there, though.
Does.
She usually looks pretty cute. So.
Oh!
I can't believe
Intelligence modifier.
Innovator!
She has more intelligence than Bryn.
It's true.
Brintelligence!
That was better than your bring brain.
Shut up. Mr. Bring the Pain, right after I said
That is
bring,
why
bring.
we both
Wait,
have
you say
the
bring the
same
pain? I don't see the pun.
Intelligence. It's just yours is
What?
Mine is so
much
much
more
worse.
prevalent.
Oh, you said bring. You see, they're so similar. I couldn't tell.
Yeah. I don't like you.
It's because it's like when you don't know something in the Underdark, it's like, well, of course you don't know something from the Underdark. You're from the top side. It's when I don't know something in the Underdark, it's like, you idiot. You're from here.
The thing is you have average intelligence. Like, you have strictly average
That's
intelligence.
true.
I think 10's a little above average. It's average for
Alright.
adventurers.
Oh. Is 8 like normal?
So I'm smarter than most people? Jeez.
Most people are dumb.
Oh no. Man, that
You're like, man, I've been RPing this so long.
Have you like met real people in real life? The average
I think-
intelligence
I think-
is not high.
I just think that the people who aren't as smart as you still know enough to know they're not as smart as most
my
people.
wisdom is also
Okay.
10.
But you think you're smarter than everybody.
Right.
So
Mine
I
is
kind
minus.
of.
It kind of balances out.
Mine is 8.
Yeah. Let's go. We're so likable though.
It's true, we are.
Your wisdom?
Why are
Your
these-
wisdom's a -1?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Alright, guys.
That's not good.
Don't worry. We each take one and then
So-
we regroup.
The top of the order is Mind Flayer numero 4.
Is that guy?
The bottom left, this side.
Oh yay. Let me line this up for you.
And he's going to move 30 feet towards Yormik.
That's number 5, isn't it?
That's
Nice,
4.
so That's 4.
Left to right from my perspective.
Sure.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5.
Jordan, can you get the lightning bolt test? Please.
Yeah.
So go ahead and please overlay that cone for me real quick.
It hits me.
It also hits Glavagool.
Just
and
us.
Just the two of you. Okay.
Thank
So
God.
an intelligence saving throw for the both of you.
4.
Glavagool rolls a natural 3.
Alright, so that's 2 more people stunned in our party.
Here you go. Kevin's like, it's a DC 13. What are the odds they all fail this?
13 points of psychic damage as another just cone of this psychic energy blasts out and stuns you. Can you guys put the little markers underneath all the stunned people?
Yeah.
Just for tracking that.
My
Give me
own
a couple.
tools used against me. This isn't charmed, right?
This is not charmed.
Okay.
So next up is Mind Flayer number 5, who is going to move.
Hey.
He's going to move towards Glavagool and also use his Mind Blast ability.
So this hits everyone except Vera, but also other Mind
Rotate
Flayer.
it to not hit the other Mind Flayer because he's not going to do that.
But what if he did?
So it won't hit. It'll again hit everybody except Vera and
Yormik.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
just fail,
What is
right?
it?
Because we're
These two probably
stunned.
hit me with their mind blast. But so far, being in the front, he's been great.
But we're already stunned.
But I think we still get
Stunned is like
intelligence.
movement.
Yeah.
Incapacitated. Can't move. Speak falteringly. Fails strength and dex saves automatically.
Well, it shouldn't matter. The intelligence
You
save.
just can't take actions or reactions while you're stunned. So you still get saves against this to not to try and not
Hits
take
me.
damage.
17.
17. That is a success.
I take it.
Jim Jar.
I wish I could have just been double stunned and used that 17 for later.
Yeah.
You also take half.
Jim Jar nat 20s. Eldith fails. Galabagool
That's another stunned member of the party.
fails again.
Galabagool?
Yeah.
Is Galabagool? Oh, yeah. I see.
Okay, sorry. Let me. So Galabagool had.
Vito, why didn't you tell us it would be dangerous down there?
What was the first blast
That's all I
damage?
told you.
14.
14. Okay.
Like, someone swap out this for like a smaller cone. So
Oh, I should
All
have
right.
gotten this.
17 points of psychic damage if you failed.
Yeah.
Until Kevin we swapped it out.
Yeah. Do you think he'll notice?
17 points of psychic damage you failed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's.
Do I take half that? So 8.
You take none if you succeed.
Whoa!
Jim Jar
That
also
just means
succeeded.
that spell's that much more broken if you fail it.
Okay, so
It's like, oh, they have a
no,
pretty
Eldith
good chance
fails, so
of
she
not
also
taking any
takes
damage.
the 17. Okay, and after those Mind Flayers go, it is Jim Jar's turn.
Yay, Jim Jar.
And Jim Jar is out. Jim Jar is going to run around Clavigool. Nope, the other way. He's going to run around Clavigool and dash as a bonus action and dash for an action and book it down that tunnel.
What? Wow, screw that guy. I think he might have known something about this.
Vera,
Same.
you are up.
We both incited him.
Yeah.
We both got 11.
I'm just going to shout, "Get out of my head!" And then third level Scorching Rays guy.
Okay, yeah, roll 3, 4
How much health
spell
could they
attacks.
23,
23 hits.
13.
13 hits. No, 13 does not hit. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that.
These are giants.
20 and 22 for the last ones? Okay, so 3 hit.
And the D6s.
6d6, yo.
Here's 4. How many more do you need?
I'm good.
But you could have done all metal.
That's so metal.
That was good.
15, 18, 20.
20?
20 total points of fire damage.
20 points of fire damage? Okay. Yeah, no, not a bad hit. Anything else, Vera?
I move there.
Move forward?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, am I still playing Lizard? Are we ignoring that for this combat? For simplicity?
We've always ignored it.
Sure. I think it's not going alright.
Our lizards would also have had to make intelligence saves if they got hit by
Yeah, let's
Mind
just keep
Blast.
on here, I guess.
yeah, so we can abbreviate and say that the lizards are getting stunned because they're not intelligent.
Minus
It's going to be
4.
really tough for them to succeed.
Okay, so I try and
But they sort of just get stunned in place, and you can just dismount for free and then move as normal.
okay, so I try to make my mount run forward, and it's not. It's like fuck, and I just jump off.
Right, yeah, you would have sort of like felt it sort of like seize up almost when it got stunned, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you can just dismount, no problem, no questions asked. Okay, Nero, go ahead and re-roll. That's intelligence saving throw.
Nope.
No. All right, you continue to be stunned.
Going well.
Eldith is also going to need to make this saving throw. She rolls a natural 3. It's not going to do it. Yormik.
Natural 20.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah, you shrug off the stun.
Guys, it's fine. Is that at the end or beginning?
That
of
is
my
at
turn?
the end of your turn.
Oh no.
Guys, it's fine. Oh wait, I lied.
Yeah, right.
I'm in danger.
That's completely accurate. Bryn.
Nope.
No. You remain stunned. Glaugul, similarly stunned. Rolls a natural 18.
Ah.
And... Oh, no. Wait, okay. No, there's no way. So, a standard gelatinous cube has 1 intelligence. Glabagul is no standard gelatinous cube. It would literally take the full -4 to get him below where the save point actually is. He succeeds. He is no longer stunned.
Engulf.
Next turn,
Oh,
if he
yes.
doesn't get mind blasted.
He's only gonna get hit
It's
by-
at the end of the turn, though.
Yeah.
I know.
But we are to the other side of the arena.
Restun,
So,
restun.
1 and 2 are going to move forward.
Yeah.
That one's going to
Close.
continue hugging. They're each going to hug their own wall, basically.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It can hit Nero's horse.
So it starts like at the corner, like right in front of them, I guess.
Still not quite to Nero.
Okay.
Let me just see if my horse is just dead.
What
Yeah, okay,
intelligence?
so my horse would have taken...
Number 2 absolutely hits Nero and Eldith.
My
but
horse
number
is
1 does
gone.
not.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
it would have taken a hit.
your horse
Poof,
just
your horse.
poofs
Yeah.
out
It would have
underneath
taken
you.
a hit from both of them.
Really? Man, freaking dropped the stream again.
Yeah.
That's so frustrating. We were like doing good for most of
Is it the
it.
internet?
We had like 9 viewers for a
I,
little while.
I don't know. I mean, the rest of
Nine?
my
It's like
internet
triple
is
our
fine.
normal viewer count.
It is true.
I know Corin started watching.
Hey, yeah, I say we've been getting some solid like trending up numbers.
They're moving the right way. That's for certain.
Just in time for us to switch the stream.
Really?
Yeah.
There's an error fetching your channel information.
You've been hacked by the Lizard Squad.
Oh my god, I forgot these guys.
I was just listening to a dude super about them the other day.
Watched the episode of The Office last night where
There's a demon lord at the base, right?
really?
All right.
Because
These
there's
guys
a-
would be working with a demon lord?
no, not working with.
And we're back. Huzzah.
Enslaved by.
Okay.
Like,
Sorry.
this is exactly
We're all
what
still
we've seen.
technically alive.
Right, like
Yes, everyone is still alive for the moment.
A group of
Yeah,
like a
we
type
were
of
on
creatures all
those Mind
taken
Flayers number
mental
1 and
prisoner
2.
by a demon lord.
So
You know, and
that
so
one
far,
is
all
going
these have been
to
abominations.
Mind Blast just
True.
Vera. So go ahead and make an intelligence save.
And it's not magic?
It is not magic. It's not a spell.
14.
14 is just short of what you needed.
I'm stunned.
So you're going to take 16 points of psychic damage from that. And you are stunned. The other one is also going to Mind Blast again.
You can hit everybody except Bryn. Or you could get... Yeah, no, I can't get Vera and all of them.
Or it can get Vera.
It can
Yeah.
get
Just Vera.
It can get just Vera or, Nero
just
and
me
Eldith.
and Elda.
Yeah, so it's going to go for Eldith and Nero. So Eldith gets a natural 4.
Prone mini.
Eldith falls unconscious.
So does Nero.
Same.
That is 16 points of psychic damage.
Doesn't matter, we both went down.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure I went down.
Okay, I want to make sure.
Okay.
Hey, if you pick me up now,
And-
I won't be stunned because I'm
The
unconscious.
third one.
Part of me wants to make these intelligence saves because then I have to make the decision of what to do here.
So the third one is going to
Part of me hopes
Hover
I don't
down
make the intelligence save
from
then
its
I just-
ledge
I'm just
to
like, cool, I'm
ground
just gonna
level,
sit here.
which takes up 15 feet of its movement. It is then going to stroll towards Bryn.
Hello, friend. Come
And Bryn, you see this mind flayer just walking towards you,
As you're stunned.
and one word comes through your mind. Submit.
I'm gonna not move.
And then it begins
or
to
do
cast a
anything.
spell. Okay.
Okay, Bryn, it's counterspell.
So no, it is legitimately casting a spell now.
I'm
He's
stunned.
stunned.
Oh, you can't take actions or reactions. Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's
you
like
watch
telling me
it.
to submit, and I'm like, I guess I'm gonna.
You watch
Galapagos,
it.
like, no. Plane shift.
You find Nihilist.
If only Mitch would come. I feel like at this point it has to be a meme to just try and plane shift Mitch.
Hey
so
guys, I
it
found my way back.
is- Please make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm great at these. Is
Uh,
it against being charmed?
It is
I also have advantage on that.
also food for thought. If you are in an instruction following mood, you can choose to fail saves of stuff like this when something is trying to affect your mind. It is an option that you have. You're under
Oh.
no obligation to take it.
No.
But
He totally chose to fail that.
11.
11. Okay.
Pass, right?
Nope. So yeah, we'll deal with you when we get to you.
Okay.
We're back to the very bottom of the order.
Yormik.
No, the two mind flayers at the bottom. Oh wait, no, the very top of the order. I was
Yeah.
wrong. We were just at the bottom. All right.
Where's Jim Jar gone?
Yeah, I mean it's not Jim Joe's turn.
Oh,
yet.
my bad. I thought he was at the top.
So the mind flayer nearest to me is going to move towards Yormik.
Hello.
And it is going to also cast a spell. Please make a wisdom saving throw. It is not against poison.
Is it against being charmed?
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Do you also have? Oh yeah, dwarves just do that.
Yeah. He did not tell me to submit, correct?
This one did not.
Good.
You.
Wow, that's way better than a 4. 17.
17. Okay. You feel more, even more aggressively than before. That same feeling of an invasion of your mind. You feel this mind flayer reach out and attempt to just take over your mind.
Seems reasonable.
But, I mean, the mind of Yormik is a complicated place.
Too much for even you to handle.
And the creature is unable to take control of you.
Haha.
The second mind flayer behind you is going to move towards you,
Yep.
and
Shocker.
it is going to
Cast fireball.
it is going to make an attack.
An attack?
Yes.
Oh, no.
It's weird tentacles come up from behind you. You shrug off this madness, but then you just feel them lap at the back of your head. And it is a 27 to hit you. And it's
just
actually
short.
not adjacent to you. It has reach. Its tentacles can stretch out. So you are going to take.
Is this poison?
No.
Okay.
Good try though.
Okay.
So you're gonna take 24 points
On
of
the-
psychic
Oh my
damage.
On
Gosh,
the bright side,
what?
I don't think a short rest saves us in this fight.
We're fine.
And
This is fine.
you are grappled.
No.
And were you already stunned?
no.
No. Please make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh my gosh. He just sucked my head. 7.
7.
This-
You are stunned.
Success.
Until the grapple ends, you are stunned.
So I can't ungrapple That's counterintuitive. Seems pretty okay.
Yeah, so you are stunned. It is Jim Jar's turn, and so because you're stunned, you're not going to see it.
Yeah, of course not.
But Jim Jar
continues to move.
continues to not be where you all are.
What if I was
they just don't
staring
care
in
that
this
he ran
direction?
away?
They don't seem to be preoccupied with him at the very least. They don't turn to pursue him.
I'm so excited.
All right,
Should we go
Vera.
and cast fireball
I was
on
gonna
top of
run
yourself.
over there and
Stun,
then fireball
right?
back here.
Yes.
19.
19. You are no longer stunned.
I'm gonna pretend like I am if I can.
Okay.
We're gonna put this yellow
respect
on
that.
so that
I don't know if you need a performance check or something from me, but
No, I don't think so.
okay.
You
And
just sort of regain your composure and just
continue to not move. if I
don't keep not moving.
can. Yeah.
26
Nero is down and unconscious.
death saving throws.
Eldith is also unconscious.
Yellow because I'm pretending.
Yormik is stunned.
Not for long.
No, you don't get a save on this one until the grapple ends.
What?
So
Oh,
so when
God.
you're stunned, you're incapacitated. When you're incapacitated, you can't take actions.
Save.
Do I take
I'll have
Roll
1
20.
HP.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 next turn.
Get up, win.
I'll get up
And
with
so
1
it
HP,
is going
shove
to
my pot of superior
again
healing.
attempt to affect you with
Supreme
the psychic
healing.
damage of its tentacles.
Get 51
Yeah, it has
HP
it
and
absolutely hits you.
Nope. Seems okay. How much
Can you
damage?
spam that cone? I don't think I can.
18 points of
It
psychic
doesn't
damage.
matter.
Jormik is barely unconscious.
Just barely, but unconscious.
Even if we all pass,
All right.
they can spam it.
Just have to posture behind one.
I don't know why I did that because it wasn't its turn. We're gonna, that's tabled until we get to 4
Sure,
and 5's
no,
turn
that's
again.
fine,
But
yeah.
you're stunned, so it's probably not going to change anything.
Yeah.
Bryn.
So I'll go back to 2 HP for now.
I failed.
You were so stunned. The stunniest of stuns. Globagool is
Scripted death.
Consume.
Globagool is going to attempt to engulf.
Haha.
Please.
So
This would be incredible if he consumed a mind flare.
that'd be
So
amazing.
damage from the Demogorgon and survived. Ate a mind flare.
This is the most godly gelatinous cube the world has
It
ever
needed
seen.
it needed to be below a 12 to get engulfed. It got a 13.
Dang.
So Globagool pushes it and its grapple.
That's
it
the
just
one
sort of
that's
just pushes
grappling
around you.
me.
Yes.
Do I get any? Does that break the grapple at all? Like that's not like jarring to this thing to have a pseudopod attack it.
Run into it, not just.
Right. Seems like it's possible.
So I will give you. You can have a save against the stun
Okay.
since it was moved from its position.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Dang it.
All right.
This is not charmed, right? That one wasn't charmed.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So, the one closest to Bryn.
Am I supposed to be submitting, or is the stun overriding that?
So you shrugged off the attempted enchantment, but you can't take actions.
Okay.
So, sort of not. It's being stunned is a weird place. You just
No,
can't really do anything.
I meant the actual spell that was cast on me before on last turn.
Right.
I thought I failed it,
He did.
Oh shit, you're right.
but I'm still stunned.
You're probably
So you are still stunned.
Why isn't this
Well, my guess is he's gonna try to mind control me into doing stuff, but if I'm stunned, I can't.
But yeah, so it doesn't really matter until you're not stunned.
isn't this guy submitting?
Right.
Do you want
so,
another marker under Bryn?
He's
Sure.
submitting and stuff.
The other one is
Red
going to
for
move
danger.
towards Globagool.
So we should just put red under all the mind players, right?
And Yormik, you would hear this, and Bryn, you would also hear this
If you want.
via telepathy. But you hear one of the mind flayers say, "Begone, foolish creature."
No.
And it is going to make a tentacle attack at Globagool.
Oh no.
You're gonna kill off
Galabagul's dead.
Well, actually, it might
How
not be able to
dare
get all
you.
the way over there. So move the full 30 feet towards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Alright, you guys
6.
are.
Haha!
You guys are definitely
10 feet.
now.
Well, a little over 10.
Right, no, so he can't actually reach.
Suck it.
Literally because Global
The one tactical mistake we needed to get back in this fight.
That was amazing. No, so it's just gonna move up to there.
This game so much.
Actually, no, it's smarter than
They're
that. So it's gonna
out-
move
they're out
just far
action
enough that
economy, and
Globagool can't full move and attempt to engulf it.
That would be there.
20
feet. It has to move into its square,
15
right?
feet is Globagool's speed.
Yeah. So
So
Well,
if
you guys
it's
think they're
20 feet
smart?
away, it's fine. Okay, and
here we go. Got it.
so Vera, you're still chilling stunned?
No, she's
Not
not
stunned.
stunned.
You're not
Pretending
stunned.
to be stunned.
Right. Wait,
the
what's the... Oh, the yellow is you pretending to be stunned.
That's what Jordan decided.
Man, you messing with me. I thought
I
you were
got color
stunned.
because red
Well,
is
I'm
for
pretending.
danger.
I was doing a good job.
It's working.
Trick.
Okay.
That's what good it is.
I too will pretend to be stunned.
So,
You're really convincing.
Make me roll performance, I dare you.
so the one that's in front of you,
Yeah.
the numero uno, is going to move towards you. And you're going to hear one word come across your mind. 10 feet away, because it is reach. Sleep.
Oh
And
no.
it's going to make an attack against you. However, it rolls natural 2.
Oh, wow. It's 10 feet away from me? It's here?
Yeah,
Or is it here?
it doesn't really matter that much.
You said 6 to the cave wall.
Will it be here?
It's only 5 feet.
It has reach.
That's
So it
10
can reach
feet.
10
That's
feet of
right
reach.
Yeah, so there's 10 feet.
Oh, there's
So
the
a
line
full
there, okay.
space between.
Gotcha.
You were accurate.
Yeah, it reaches out with the tentacles, but they just don't find a hold of you for some reason.
Well, when
And
he does
reach
that,
base of
I think it's only
reach
fair that I
equals-
have to stop pretending to be stunned. To
That's fair, and you like it expects it's going to go up and just like grapple this
Yes.
creature that's not moving, and instead you're like, oh Jesus
No,
Christ!
I'm not stunned. Just kidding.
All right, well then,
The other
other
one?
one is going to move towards.
Oh,
Nah.
He's on the wall.
Mind blast.
Yeah,
Kamehameha.
Yeah, you should mind blast. This fight's looking pretty grim.
Ground.
So it is going to move forward a bit, but it is going to turn to Vera.
Wait,
So in the direction of Bryn, but it is still going to turn to Vera.
okay. I moved half of movement towards Bryn. I don't know what you want me to do there.
And it is you hear another word. Stop. Make a wisdom saving throw.
These clowns having to say what
Uh,
their spells do.
This is with advantage. This is a
Wisdom?
spell.
Do you not
Or
always
sorry,
say
this is
fireball?
a spell,
Never.
and you're not stunned.
You just
so
feel
if
Fireball.
you just you have a chance to counterspell. Is what I'm saying.
22. No, I'm not going to do it.
Okay,
22.
22. That's a success. You also
For the long haul.
shrug off the intrusion into your mind.
Oh, wait, wisdom?
Wisdom.
20. Yeah, 20.
You're good.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, I
was doing
appreciate you
intelligence.
being accurate, but you're good either way.
Accurate.
All right, so that is those. Now we're back to those back two. The one that got moved is going to do the thing that happened last time when I accidentally had it attack on your turn for some reason.
Try if you dare.
I mean, it has advantage. A natural 13 plus its modifier is definitely going to get you.
I don't know.
Yep.
What would its modifier happen to be?
Yeah, that hits. All right. So Yormik also
Unconscious.
goes down.
Yay! The Durgar are proud people.
Put him down.
He's
Put him in the dirt.
He's being held.
Alright. That's fair.
Is the other one also gonna try to oof me?
Wait, no, I thought you were unconscious.
I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you fall limp.
But he's holding him in the air.
He's not like holding him up, he's just grappled. He just lets you fall slump. When you fall unconscious, he actually releases the
Eat
grapple.
dirt.
At least I'm not stunned.
Right.
Got a great idea.
Right
for the
side,
next
man.
And the other one is going to move up and make an attack at Globagul.
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
You're not stunned.
Hits Globagul by
You
a
can
country
take
mile.
reactions.
Why can't they just leave Globagul alone? Leave Brittany alone.
She's got a special mind reading ability. They can't read minds that can read other minds.
Globagul has a mind stating ability.
Alright, Stefan, this was fun, but where's Wickham coming to save us?
I don't know.
All right.
Wickham comes in, he's a lich.
9 points of
take it.
psychic damage to Globagul.
I'll take it.
And again, you hear them say, "Be gone, foolish creature." You just hear that in your mind.
I can't tell him to run away.
Vera?
I'm dying.
You got this.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. They're
Just
so distracted.
Just make him hurt.
I was debating about what I was going to do, but as things have gotten progressively worse, I think I know exactly what Vera would do, and I'm going to cast Fly on myself
Yep. Seems great.
and
Run
move as
away.
fast as this way as I can. I assume I get attack opportunity.
Yes, it would get one attack for opportunity, yes. As you rise up and fly past.
Run away!
That is only a 14.
Doesn't even hit my normal AC.
Alright then.
I was going to use shield if I had to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're not pretending to be stunned anymore.
That's my turn.
Get
How
that
high
out.
up are you?
Ooh.
Unless you're pretending to be stunned
how,
again.
How high is the tunnel?
About 35 feet or so. At
I
its
would
highest.
go out of. I would go high enough to be just out of reach of its tentacles.
So 10 feet up and 15
Okay.
feet out.
Nero.
Death save
So
number.
I wouldn't probably be this far.
It's an 11.
So I would go up a little bit.
Eldith.
So maybe here.
Guys, I'm about to get back up.
Especially if you take the diagonal.
That 1 HP that's the only HP that matters.
Yormik.
I'm gonna lay on the ground. I'm gonna chug a potion of supreme healing.
17? Oh boy.
That's gotta be worth at least one save.
Yeah, it's worth 1 success, man.
Oh gosh.
Alright. Bryn. Please make a save against the stun.
1.
Oh.
Globagul is going to again try and engulf that one.
I thought about intentionally failing it. and I
Globagul
was like,
successfully
Yes!
engulfs the adjacent mind flare.
Haha.
so satisfying.
You're going to wait for a long time. Be like around.
10 HP. 10 HP.
It takes 10 points of acid damage.
Just wait until its turn.
It gets a
alright.
strength save. I'm sure it's
I get
great.
the feeling it's. Is it strength or dex?
Break out.
Alright.
That was a lot of rolls.
So the one that you just flew past, about faces, walks towards you.
And
It's-
waves goodbye.
and it is going to Mind Blast once again.
Okay.
How far is it? moving towards me?
Intelligence saving throw, please. 30 feet. Standard medium creature.
It's
movement.
basically right under you.
Fuck.
Yep.
12.
12. Okay.
What happens if you're stunned while you fly?
You
I
fall.
fall. I do concentration, I fall.
You are stunned. You take 23 points of psychic damage.
And falls
10 feet.
25 points of damage?
23 points of damage.
Okay.
Did you...
I take, let's see, it's 10 foot reach, so I can reach 50, so I'll be 20 feet in the air.
Okay, so another 3 points of damage from falling as you just crash back into the ground.
Still alive though.
Ren's still standing.
But
We got this.
What's
I can
your,
see it. The turnaround's coming.
Are you down?
Oh,
No.
well, I'm prone.
Okay, yeah.
You're
Prone because you
stunned,
fell.
though, and prone.
And stunned.
Yes.
it's a
Um,
bad spot to be in,
Alright.
honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
The other one that's down near Bryn and Klopgul.
Globagul engulfs the nearby mind
Foolish
flare.
creature. And the one that came from the middle is also going to Mind Blast again.
Yikes. So does this hit me? I think it
Klopgul
does.
rolled a natural 20 on his intelligence saving throw.
I love you, Globagul. Why? I'm gonna cry. when
He isn't
dies.
going to bother to hit you with this.
I don't think it can't if it hits Globagul.
No, it certainly can.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no, it
I'm
definitely
assuming.
can.
Uh,
Bryn,
Bryn, save please.
I'm assuming the amulet can't help me.
8. You do not succeed. And that is going to be 22 points of psychic damage.
you're still up?
Yeah.
Oh, we're fine.
Bryn's still in it, guys.
How many more could they have of that? It seems unlikely that they would be able to do that more than
Yeah,
once.
I'm
in a
sure we've
fight.
seen a multiple of 5 of them done.
Right.
And then,
Yes.
I'm assuming I couldn't use the Abjur's clockwork device on the Mind Blast, right?
No, I think that this is specifically like an attack. Yeah, an attack made against you. Okay. So that was.
What?
Oh, never mind. I can't do it anyway.
And
Madness is set again.
No, I was like, oh, I could have guessed Featherfall to avoid those 3 points of damage, but I was stunned. So
Yeah.
much to do it.
um,
But it's
Oh,
funny, so,
and
like,
you two were supposed to have disadvantage? Or
On charisma.
Oh,
and
and
wisdom.
checks, only checks, not saving throws.
Okay.
And the other Mind Flayer, the one that's currently in the middle, is also going to move towards you, where you just fell. Nope, that one. The one that Jeffon is touching.
oh.
Those idiots. Moving away from
just
me.
double move towards you.
How foolish could you be?
I'm gonna steal
all right.
Nero's boots, put them on. Wait
Tune
10
to
minutes.
10 minutes.
Just gonna
Okay.
hop around, stretch out a little bit. You just wait.
Pretend
Old man.
Pretend to be stunned until they're doing them in front
So, the engulfed one.
Haha.
That's such a great name for a mind flayer.
That is a good one.
The engulfed one.
Engulfed.
That's what this one's gonna be known as in the future.
I mean, if the Globagul keeps
Quit
making
calling me
these
that,
saves,
guys.
how many more Mind Blasts could they have?
So, Globagul is going to deal 6d6 acid damage to the Mind Flayer that's on top of it.
Go out with the bang, Globagul.
Or a sizzle, at least.
22 points of acid damage.
Get it.
Go NPCs. Well, one.
Go
One's
NPC.
dead.
One of them went.
Why do they keep abandoning us?
Are you not having to make that same throws?
I have been. I've made 2 out of 3.
Oh. Sweet.
Nero's about to freaking pull a.
The other one is going to make an attack roll at Globagul, and this natural 2 still hits Globagul because he's Globagul.
Flopsy.
And that's,
Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do Globagul like that, Kevin? What's wrong with you?
I know.
Is he saying anything?
Kevin hates fun.
That's
so,
the takeaway here.
so, Bryn, you would see
Feel.
Globagul just in place, just like, hey, come here. Stop it. You would see Globagul just like begin to just slouch in place. And
We saw that in the last fight too, right?
and the Mind Flayer, however, is unable to extract itself from the now unconscious Globagul. Vera.
Save.
16.
You're out.
You are no longer stunned.
Yeah.
Will they fall for it twice?
Oh, man.
I'm sure they're really dumb creatures. They're never gonna fall for that.
Right. I mean, you have a yellow
Nero.
mark under you, so
Alright, I'm getting back up this turn, guys.
no natural ones.
16.
Wow.
I have 1 hit point. What do
Alright.
I can't do anything right now, right?
Right. So you, I don't even know if you have 1. You basically have 0 for like a while until you stop being unconscious, and then like go to 1 and regain
You're just not
the
dying.
ability to like stand up and stuff.
Yeah.
You're just not dying.
You get a nat 20.
But spoiler alert, this wasn't gonna kill you. Their phasers are set to stun. Yormik.
At a certain point, the combat looks
19.
like
Literally
one that we
impossible.
shouldn't be winning.
Like,
Bryn, would you like to try and get unstunned?
Yeah, do it.
Get it.
Caleb doesn't. Bryn does.
Natural 1!
That's like back to back.
3-3-1-1 were my rolls.
Man,
It's Hannibal over.
I was gonna say you roll wisdom saving throws like I do.
Carnival.
Good thing my modifier's so good.
No, it's great.
Globule
I failed
is
all my
unconscious.
saves, but rolled great for my death saving throws.
Same.
It didn't matter.
Yep.
A 15 to hit you with
Shield.
his nickel attack. Shield. Okay. The other one rolls a 22. That still hits. All right.
I appreciate the
Uh,
like, desperation attempt.
I mean, it's all very
23 points
do it.
of
I'm
psychic damage.
You're not faking anymore.
No.
And you go from prone and faking it to just zapped with the psychic energy and fall unconscious. And Bryn, you have just
the strong one.
But
You
but
just-
my projected ward gets back 2 HP.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
value.
Oh, shit, I don't use spell slot for that.
Bryn, at this point,
Nice.
you have watched all of your companions fall around you.
I'm guessing I can't talk while I'm stunned.
So the reason that you cannot speak, at least not with words, is because you are dominated.
That sucks, dude.
It's like a second level spell, right?
100%.
And
Plus 4, maybe?
at the conclusion of this
Maybe plus 3.
fighting, the stances of the mind flayers relaxes a bit.
What about the one inside Globagul?
What do you mean?
That
what do you
one
mean after
frantic.
the fight?
Actually, that one
Please keep failing.
he's stuck
Please
one more
keep
time at
failing it.
least.
Please make it die.
8.
Globagul is going toe to toe with a mind flayer. So
I'm
cool.
doing
Plural.
it, that's what
Plural.
Yeah, he's
Can we
been
just
doing
say-
a lot of the heavy lifting over
Can we
here.
just say plural?
Then it gets out,
No.
but it's gonna get tapped one more time before it gets
Please
out.
go down. Please go down. At least tell us how close it was to going down.
Pretty fucking close.
One
All
more,
it takes
maybe?
is 4
Uh,
rounds of being engulfed by acid.
If it was engulfed one more round, there's a very real chance it dies, or at least goes down. But eventually, it is able to just claw its way out of the inside of Globagul. Its skin is just scorched. You feel like you're locked into your own body at this point. All you can do is just observe what's happening. As the mind flayer who was engulfed struggles to
Please
escape
tell me
his
that was the
plight.
leader.
You see several other creatures appear from further down the tunnel.
Oh my gosh.
You very quickly recognize these creatures
As Wickham's children.
as Quagoths. And there are several Quagoths
Prince
that appear.
Darendelle.
I have Quagoths.
Flavor.
The best.
From over here.
Yes. And as your
Oh, the
vision
little guys.
begins to darken, you see the Quagoths moving to gather up your fallen allies. This is not the right music for this.
No, we still have a chance.
I'm still in combat.
Yeah. I'm still
I
making
have
death
15
saves.
HP. I'm fine.
I am not
You
dying.
see the Quagoths move to gather up your fallen allies. You see the Mind Flayers become once again relaxed, save for the heavily injured one who is inside Globagul. And you catch small bits of unguarded telepathic conversation prior to one of the mind flayers approaching you again and very easily also knocking you unconscious with the psychic energy from its tentacles.
Rude. Out.
And just 15. Yeah, two hits like that. I'm pretty sure puts you unconscious as well. But as your vision fades, you hear, "This one will make a fine prize fighter." And another telepathic voice. And another voice says, "And this one a fine delicacy." And then at last, your consciousness leaves you, and we will pick up next week.
No.
Good guys, they fell right into our trap. Good work.
All right.
Now we're in their base. Think about how hard that would have been to get.
Doug says, "This one's got a purty mouth."
Oh, God.
All right. Thanks for hanging out. Same time next week. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Everything's fine.